I am Zaramaru, and I am actually in a pretty accurate cosplay. I actually haven't actually shown this one off.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought everything looked new here.
Yeah, this is actually the Crow cosplay.
Yeah, I thought by the wig and the color scheme, that, yeah, it must have been the
Yeah,
crow that I
this
haven't seen
is
before.
yeah, this is from Volume 7 when he
Okay,
debuted this look. And I figured with beer stream,
nice.
why not go with someone he doesn't
A
drink.
drunker character.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Given the season finale of Ruby, spoilers, which I'm not gonna spoil. Um,
Zara is joined by the one and only Dread Pilot Haru.
yep, I made sure I tagged you in a tweet that sent off when I did this.
Yeah.
Which I will be linking this also. Yeah, I know it's popped up in a different window. I will link this in Discord.
Hmm.
Link this in the other Discord. Go back to this. There it is. Boom. All taken care of.
There you go.
So, as the title and the stuff I've been sharing, it is a craft beer stream that, ironically, this is actually, I thought was a good idea. Because we both love craft beer. In fact, you're the one who really got me expanded on craft beer. I didn't know it was actually craft beer until you mentioned it.
Hmm.
So I always buy stuff from World Market on occasion. I'm like, oh, this looks good. I never heard of this company.
I mean, almost every time you've gone to World Market and seen the craft beer, you've poked my brain like, hey, what's good here?
Yeah, and obviously you have a love-hate relationship with Specs, but that's for that one. This is a different store.
I mainly have a blood feud with the ones in Dallas.
Yeah, Lubbock is fair game, so I'm sure there's something you'll see.
Because when I go down to Galveston, the Specs down there is basically the only alcohol store worth a shit down there.
Yeah, and you can tell from the stuff. I only scratched the surface of the selection they had.
Yeah.
So my first one, and this is one of the ones I bought, and it's actually from
I spy a Maui. Hell yeah.
Maui Brewing. Again, the webcam's gonna show it as reverse. I can't do anything about that. I've tried.
It looks good on my end.
Well, on mine, when I'm streaming, it has it all backwards.
Yeah, we gotta figure out some way to do that. It's gonna bug me if my A's cap is in reverse on stream.
No, yours is fine. It's just mine.
That's really weird.
Now, if I'm streaming itself, it's perfectly fine. But if I'm doing something like this, it does it the opposite.
That's really weird. Anyway, let's talk about this big swell because that's one of my. Maui is one of only like two from Hawaii that I've had. I've had stuff from Kona Brewing as well, but Maui their cans are always instantly recognizable. The immaculate artwork and the unusual style of the cans too. Like if you notice, like those cans are they feel like steel rather than aluminum.
They do. Also, I will interrupt you.
Yeah.
Jordan, thank you for the follow. I am not playing Cold War until probably tonight with Raven, like I did last night. We went 6 hours strong before Twitch decided to disconnect me from the stream. This is actually our weekly beer stream that we're doing on Saturdays, usually at 6 or 6:30, depending if Haru goes out and
as I did today.
Yeah. That's why I put on Twitter that
for a brewery anniversary party, the one I used to work for. 4 years, baby. We survived the pandemic.
Was Ruben there?
Yes, he was. I passed your word on him. So they had him doing a dunk tank today.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was I mean it's about 80 degrees here, but he was still like really chilly. Oh, I suppose I need to get a glass, don't I? If we're gonna do this properly. Hold on.
Wow. Boomer much. Boomer on Haru. But no, Jordan, I will be it will be Cold War probably tonight with Raven if they are up to it. Which was really a lot of fun. I can't really use a webcam too much since it for some reason clashes on this PC setup. Or maybe I'll try it anyway tonight. I have the Big Swell IPA.
One of Maui's finest. I am back. I have glassware.
Yeah, I'm still using the one that you got me from the Flying Saucer.
Oh, the 2020, the year itself is the turkey.
Yes.
All right, so you've cracked yours open, right?
I did. I poured it
All
in.
right. So my beer that my first beer that I am reviewing. I mean, I've already done this on Untapped, but it is Mikkeller Brewing from San Diego. It is the Double Blush, an Imperial Berliner style Weisse ale brewed with raspberries and coffee.
Huh. That sounds interesting, actually.
I had this. I had this came in a 2-pack with my last tab order crate,
Right.
and I'm glad it did.
I wonder, can I split?
Pour this bad boy up.
I'm gonna test something here.
And I just drank it.
Yep,
Straight
I
out of-
did. I got it to work on for the stream.
Oh, you got it to reverse?
I flipped it so I'm on the left hand side, but it'll show it accurately. But for you, it's not going to. Now yours is reversed.
Is there a way that I can fuck with my settings to do that?
It's just on the stream, but I'll flip. It's just for the stream, but I can see you just fine. This is just for the stream.
Well, no, all of my other tabs are asymmetrical too, so this is gonna work for me.
This thing
So,
just
yeah.
smells so fruity.
So look at that beautiful red color there.
And again, you got the
And
classic IPA here.
And my if you can't tell from the glare there,
Voodoo.
my beautiful Voodoo Air Racer glass.
Was that one of your gifts?
That was one of my Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
That's my Christmas gift from my sister last year. Because I'm hoping to be able to attend the Reno Air Races in September this year. And because you know me, I'm a massive Warbird fan, and I'm also a massive motorsports fan. So why not mix the two together? And Reno does that fine. So I put my money behind what I support. So I support the Reno Air Races via Valley of Speed. They sell plenty of glassware for your favorite air racer, which you'll discover.
I just realized it also defaulted all of my widgets to a new thing I downloaded.
Boy.
So it didn't have the Gura when Speaking of that, I did get my masks.
Oh, did you? Let's see it.
6 feet, please.
That's perfect.
It's like a perfect like cloth mask.
Yeah.
Feels really nice too, actually.
If I could get a mask that has the Gouda with the Among Us dumb sticky note on her head.
Yeah. I tried searching, but I couldn't find it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could like have like one of those companies that like actually like prints it, do it, but I don't know. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to look that up.
I tried, but
all right. So what do you think about the Big Swell? Because I fucking love it.
like first from smelling it, I can smell pineapple immediately.
Yeah, of course. It's a Hawaiian beer, man.
That's true. Like tropical citrus hops burst from. Yeah, it just says tropical. It's tropical, so yeah, pineapple will be given easily. Crafted with passion from the heart of paradise, we are an innovative, independent brewery. Welcome to the Ohana, which, for those of you who can't figure that out, it means family.
Mm-hmm.
I figure people should figure that out by now. It's extremely smooth. Not you can't even tell there's what really hops in there from the bitterness.
Yeah. It's so crushable. It is like you wouldn't associate an IPA with like really nice like drinking. Should you be like on a nice warm coast in the summer, that one would do it.
Yeah. It goes really well. Like, actually, yeah, that's the reason why there's no bitterness, is because it's dry hopped. That's the reason why.
Yep.
I didn't pay attention to that.
All right, so I had my brew for the first time watching the thunderstorms from the other night roll through. So I know how this tastes already. I've already given it a 4-5 on Untapped.
Yeah,
I did the review. I did the review as I wrote for the review of it. Fire and thunder. The thunder, the weather overhead. The fire. This brew. Who knew that raspberry could work so well with coffee? Because here we go. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, bud. I'm taking a picture so I can do it later on Untapped.
Oh man, that first sip does take getting used to, because you're like, You used to like raspberry and chocolate or like something like that. Raspberry and coffee. It is.
Well, I've actually had flavored coffees though.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the
Oh,
sites I recommended to
Jenkins
you.
is so good because they use some really good coffee for this, and it's raspberry puree. So
Hold on.
and they mesh together so well.
It was I forget the name of the website. I would have to go find it. It was yeah, it was Bones Coffee. Which
Heard of Bones?
Bones is actually where I've ordered some of my flavored coffee.
Okay.
Um,
I've heard of Bones before, and not from you. I think Richie has bought some from them before.
no, you don't have the K cups, so I'll just go to the other ones. They actually have
We used to do the K cups at my house.
let's see. They have an Irish cream coffee, a mint chocolate space coffee. They have a jelly donut coffee.
Yo, that sounds right up my alleyway.
Red velvet, carrot cake.
Carrot cake, not so much. I'm not a big carrot cake.
Sea salted caramel mocha.
That dude, that's my typical drink at Starbucks is salted caramel.
Let me exit full screen. This thing is also set to pop out, so I forget the settings I have for this. Oh well, I'll just link it on Twitter for you to look at later.
I've got your Twitch up right now. I do need to mute it now that I have it up.
Yeah, there's still should be like a 5-second delay. I've noticed, regardless of the settings.
Yeah, I think it's just
that's just Twitch.
Running. Yeah,
it's Twitch because I disabled all of that. So.
Oh, you sent me the link for the coffee there.
Yeah, I sent it on Twitter. Just the website itself. That was just their first page. They have 5 pages of coffee.
Oh Lord.
They do a lot of seasonal stuff. Like one I actually enjoyed was their s'mores coffee.
That does sound dude, that sounds really good. Especially for like fall.
I had that. I had
carrot cake and cream cheese, fresh baked cannoli.
Yeah.
I wonder what that tastes like.
They have a French toast as well.
Jelly donut, mint chocolate chip ice cream. That sounds. Sign me up. Sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, like I said, they have a lot of flavored coffees.
Dude, mint chocolate chip is like one of my favorite.
Oh, speaking of which, they have a chocolate raspberry coffee too. Yeah. I know you.
Yeah, let's go.
I fucking know you.
Irish cream, sea salt, caramel mocha, butterscotch and caramel. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. We're talking about
bacon.
I never got that one. Don't worry.
It said maple bacon. But...
Now the peanut butter and jelly was pretty good.
Oh, they have a peanut butter and jelly, a French toast one. I would do that.
That one was also good. I've had that.
Vanilla caramel, salted caramel, cream, and coffee liqueur.
Yeah.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Yep, that's one of the ones I've had.
Ooh, cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like,
Oh,
I've had to link that site to you.
Cookie and vanilla, banana rum and vanilla. Oh my goodness, Richie would like that one. There's a chocolate raspberry, coconut rum. That's mom.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Okay, there's the peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Ooh, chocolate orange, blueberry, and then just a straight up medium roast, which is usually how I drink a straight up coffee, is a medium roast. Pistachio. Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of these are just straight up
macadamia, Sumatra. Yeah, now we're getting into the actual beans. A key lime pie coffee. Whoa.
Yeah. I think
Kenya single origin. There's a coffee shop across the plaza from Intrinsic Brewing at Garland that has coffee beans from a variety of countries, and the last one that I had there, which was just before the pandemic started, the coffee shop survived. I know it's still there. But the last one I had there was a Kenya single origin coffee, and it was amazing. I was like up until like 6 hours afterwards.
But no, think of it. Bowen's Coffee is like the Martin House of coffee. That's like the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, this is very adventurous flavoring for coffee.
And it's been pretty good. It's not overbearing. It's not like overpowering what you'd expect from coffee. It blends.
Yeah.
It blends in.
Yeah.
Some of them are
Because
more subtle than others.
Because me, at the end of the day, I would still like to taste the actual coffee too.
That's why I was saying that because I had these in the K cups.
Mm-hmm. What kind of flavors have you had so far?
I've had the s'mores. I've had the peanut butter and jelly. I've had the strawberry cheesecake.
How are those last two?
I had the French toast as well.
Ooh.
Nice. I still have those K cups. I thought they were like again they were subtle. It wasn't overbearing at all. It was perfect.
Okay.
If it was overbearing, I probably like again no. I have to be in the mood for coffee anyway. I have to be in the mood.
All right. So it is a, let's see.
So good.
Wow. Holy crap. I mean, it is an imperial Berliner. I thought it was just a standard Berliner. It is an imperial Berliner, 8.2% alcohol, which is insane for a sour.
I've had some that were that high.
Yes, you have, and those were insane sours.
They were delicious.
Yeah. So this one, it's got obviously a full mouth feel, as you would expect from an imperial, because it's got twice the grains in it. The coffee, it is present, but it is not. I'd say it's about 65-70% raspberry to 40 to 30% raspberry, depending on your sip. The raspberry it's more of a juice rather than a puree.
Okay.
If you catch my
yeah. I'm picturing that in my head.
Because sometimes even though it might not have the puree in there, like you can tell when it feels like there's like the body of the raspberry in the beer.
It kind of reminds me of what my raspberry looks like. You couldn't even tell there was puree in there once I had drained out the must.
Yeah.
And I dry hopped it, which I filled the entire plastic bag with hops as I pulled all that stuff out earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
Added the entire 4 ounce of blueberry flavoring to the blueberry bead. It's supposed to be 1 ounce per gallon, but I really want that blueberry to shine. I just added the entire fucking bottle. Because it's 1.5 gallons practically in there.
That's my favorite thing about a tall boy is that even though you fill a pint glass all the way to the top,
there's always something in there. Like this could fit almost a full 16 ounces.
Yeah, that's a 16-ounce glass there.
And this is a 6.8% IPA, which if I'm the kind of person, like if I'm just thirsty like water, this is something you could just chug if you wanted.
Dude, it is a crushable IPA. It is like one of those IPAs that is crushable.
It reminds me of that Stone Cold IPA actually.
Yeah. That's
very similar to it.
I'd say it's lighter bodied, but it's a similar flavor profile.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for is like the flavor profile for it. It's definitely a similar profile, which amazing.
Yeah, I love Maui Brewing to death. Their can art, man. Their can art is so good. I love it. It is for just the mural that they put on the side, the patterns.
And then this is the first one I ever had from this brewery.
Show that mural to the camera there on the side of it. Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Like a lot of these craft breweries work a lot on their art, and it shows.
Yeah.
Like we've shown our stuff before, but
and some breweries work harder than others. Maui is one that's got their shit right.
One that doesn't work as hard on certain ones, but the flavor is always there is Martin House. Because they don't always work on their art. They usually find a picture half the time.
Yeah, so with Martin House, well, they've gotten really adventurous as of late. Like they've been making the pizza beer, the pickle.
I have that with me. That
beer,
you will
the buffalo sauce beer.
I still want that fucking beer.
Some of their other limited release stuff that they've done, like they about 2 years ago, they did a stout that I don't know what the other flavor was on it, so take this with a grain of salt, but I think it was black currant and squid ink.
I would still try it.
And they had like a beautiful like artwork of the Kraken as their label.
Nice.
Like when Martin House like wants to go in on artwork, they go the fuck in. There are plenty of the breweries around DFW that get lazy with their.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
mean,
honestly, one of my a couple of my very favorite breweries in DFW, they are lazy with their labeling. Petticolas, but Petticolas just knows they're good. They know they're DFW's flagship, so they know that they don't have to like make flashy can artwork because they know people are gonna look for their stuff if they distribute ever. They don't distribute to stores yet because Michael Petticolas has always been against selling his stuff in stores. He had
I'm sure there's a reason why.
he had a nightmare about about a customer like finding his beer on a shelf there, and it was 6 months out of date, and then thinking
Ooh.
that was gonna and then thinking that that's what his beer tasted like. So that is the alleged story of why Petticolas doesn't sell in grocery stores.
Yeah.
Um, but the thing is, they're DFW's flagship. They make the Velvet Hammer. Like the Velvet Hammer is
Yeah.
like the flagship beer other than the Temptress.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
It is. Um,
Because I remember that's one of the
so
ones I
like
had at actually the Brass Tap in 2017. Actually, it's one of the ones I had there.
it was one because I told you it was DFW's flagship beer. Um, and yeah, so Petticolas like they sell their beer on at this point, and they've done it for a few years. They sell their beer on name recognition alone. They don't need to make good labels, so they don't. They make good labels for like the limited edition stuff, but
Yeah, but
uh,
those are ones that are only gonna see like
and
yeah.
then like Texas Ale Project's lazy about their stuff, but they're so they don't have. And then who's another who is the other that gets really lazy with their stuff? When Turning Point first opened, they were pretty lazy about their labeling.
Well, some of
But
their stuff still is.
dude, after about a year, they like hired like someone just to do their artwork for the labels, and it's been excuse me, amazing since.
There's
Um,
a few missing ones because I remember when I bought one of the ones I bought didn't have really anything. I just said what it was.
yeah. Which I mean, naturally, like, they stopped labeling a lot of their stuff during the pandemic, and
Yeah,
they were just throwing stickers on the can that said like what it was.
yeah, that's what happened with this, but because it was the pandemic, so we went to Turning Point.
Legal Draft, they're lazy about they are very lazy about their labeling. But the thing is that their stuff can be had for so cheap. So Legal Draft is one of those ones where it's like their stuff is everywhere. Like it's like the craft beer you can get at the baseball games, the football games around here. Um, and not a lot of it has been good. Some of their limited batch stuff has been amazing. I first heard of them through a limited batch beer that they did for the Texas State Fair, which was a strawberry funnel cake beer that they did for the state fair,
Ooh.
and it was fucking amazing. And I was like, "Who made this beer for the?" Because I knew with it being the state fair, it had to be a Texas brewery. And they were like, "Oh yeah, Legal Draft in Arlington made this." And I was like, "Oh man!" So the week after the state fair ended, I hightailed it over to Legal Draft. Like, I can't wait to have this beer. They didn't have it on, and
Ooh.
everything else was kind. It was mid. It was mid. Let's be real here. It's mid. Everything there is mid compared to Division, which is across the railroad tracks.
Ah.
I have taken you to Division, right?
Yes, you have actually.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say if I haven't before, I need to.
Yeah, you have. I'm trying to remember when.
I believe it wasn't the time that Ray was here.
No, it may have been either this past August,
I think it was. I think it
or
was
during
one of the times.
November.
I think it was one of the times you were here for Sam's birthday.
Uh,
I think it was a January.
it's also a possibility, but I still think it could also have been August when we stayed down there for a few days.
Yeah.
We were at that hotel.
It was August. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember because we stayed at the Sheraton for those few days. So
yeah. Anyways, divisions. They don't really can a whole lot, so they can on premises and they sell on premises. They don't distribute.
Right.
So naturally their labels aren't good, but their beer phenomenal. But yeah, legal draft. I did not, save for that strawberry funnel cake beer that I had at the fair back in 17.
Right.
It took me until this last Tuesday to find a beer that from legal draft that similarly blew me away. They made a blueberry wheat ale as a seasonal that was fucking killer. Like like a blueberry muffin with you can, and it had like the texture. It had that bready texture of like biting into a muffin and then biting into the berries that were into it. That were in
Hmm.
it.
I
It
will.
was amazing.
I will tell you this: the way the raspberry is, because the raspberry's taste was on point already.
Mm-hmm.
That I did have to back sweeten it regardless.
Yeah.
After 2 or 3 months of aging, because it already has the hop aroma already in that.
Mm-hmm.
3 months, that thing will probably be ready. 3 months of aging.
Yeah.
Which I know you're looking forward to that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, man, I was just thinking how it's a shame that we didn't get to go to Colorado.
I know.
We were supposed to be in Colorado. What, this weekend?
It was actually it was supposed to be last
Right
week.
now? Oh yeah.
Because we were
So-
planning it for last week, actually, from like the 18th through the 20th, and then coming either the no, you were gonna come on the 18th.
So-
We were gonna leave on the 19th, and then you were gonna go back on Monday.
Yeah.
And we were gonna be back in Childress on Sunday.
So I was thinking,
Yeah.
you want to do OKC in July?
I mean, I'd be down.
Because I'll be able to drive again in July, and I can rent a car.
Yeah, we could do it as a birthday gift to ourselves since our birthdays are only 3 days apart.
It's sounded better and better, man.
Because, like I said, because yours is on the 10th, mine's on the 7th. Like, literally just 3 days apart.
Because, man, I was so impressed with my trip to Oklahoma City's breweries in July.
Here's the
of
best part.
19.
Mine, for this year, mine's on the, on a Wednesday, yours is on a Saturday.
Is it really? Is my birthday on a Saturday?
Yeah, on the Saturday on the 10th.
Holy
Not joking. So you may have to put some days in for us to make a trip.
Yeah, like maybe take off Friday, get up there, like we can meet up in Denton or something, because Denton's like on the way. Denton is on the way to Oklahoma City for me.
Yeah, just pretty much we'll find a spot to meet up on the map before Sam can drop me off, and we'll make our way.
Let's ostensibly plan for like that weekend maybe.
Yeah, fine. That is perfectly fine with me.
Because there's plenty of hotels like within walking distance of.
Because I'll bring my laptop. I'll bring my laptop and the Siren mic, and we could do a beer stream on the laptop in a hotel drinking beer. Whenever we go back to the room. Fuck, that's a good idea.
Man, because yeah,
Because casual streams are easy to do.
yeah, and dude, Oklahoma City. Even if we weren't going there to check out the breweries, like, man, it is such a cool place to hang out. They've got like a little riverwalk area along there, and there is a brewery along that riverwalk.
Ooh.
And then about 2 blocks north of about 2 or 3 blocks of what they call Bricktown, which is that area. That's where the breweries start appearing.
Ironically, one of the spots in New Jersey I used to frequent was Bricktown, New Jersey.
Really?
I'm actually not joking because I still remember all those places.
Yeah, and one of the finest, basically OKC's finest that I've been to so far, Stone Cloud Brewing. It is like they call like a little like that little Riverwalk section Bricktown, but Stone Cloud Brewing is in a section of OKC that's got like some really old school like red brick warehouses. They were like built in like the 20s or 30s, and it is beautiful in that area.
I'll be taking pictures while we're there too.
Yeah, it is amazing. I mean,
So I think
Stone Cloud's a little bit further out of the way, but immediately north of downtown there is Elk Valley, which is a haze. They specialize in haze brews like Turning Point. There is Vanessa House, which is they do a little bit of everything. They dabble in a little bit of everything. There is Twisted Spike, who I've only heard of. I don't know much about them.
I'm interested either way. I mean, I'm not picky.
Prairie Artisan Ales has a tap room in Oklahoma City, and one of my former friends from the brew scene around here is their head brewer.
Oh wow.
I believe there's a brewery called. I know there's two breweries just south of downtown. I forget their names. And then you may have heard of this last one that's about 15 minutes out of the way of downtown, OKC, called Roughtail.
I think so. It sounds familiar, but I've never had anything.
Have you had or heard of the Everything Rhymes with Orange?
Yes, I've heard of it.
They are the ones behind that. They are amazing. And they were supposed to be opening up a new tap room within months of my last visit there. So I would like to see what their new tap room looks like.
We're gonna have a busy weekend.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, all of our drinking was basically done in a day. When we went to OKC, when I went to OKC in 19, Roughtail had beers at a restaurant there that had a couple other OKC craft. Then it was Prairie, Vanessa House, Elk Valley, drank at the ramen place, went to Stone Cloud, and then I went to a flying saucer type place called Tapworks in downtown OKC. May God rest their soul. They did not survive the pandemic. Man, it was such a cool place too. It was like really rustic, really old school looking, but it had a wall of like 70 taps, and the staff was amazing there.
Wow. This is making me looking forward to July now. Actually being excited for a birthday for fucking once.
Dude, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to be eager to get out of the house come July. Get out of DFW altogether.
I mean, I'm going, of course, on the 23rd next month. I'll be in Lubbock. I'll be visiting LBK then.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. You'd better let me know how you like that place, because Richie is a fan of their beers and their food.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that to me. We were discussing, I think, last Sunday. Let me see if I can find the. Yeah, they have. Let me go to their tab.
I drank this thing really fast during the storm a few days ago.
I mean,
this thing gets really good with warmth though, and I attribute that to the coffee.
Because I'm gonna have to actually compare what you got me to this. The Social Justice War, which is an Irish whiskey flavored milk stout.
Oh yeah.
They looks like they changed a few on here. The Unemployed Astronaut is a orange mango pineapple hard lemonade.
Where are these?
It's the brewery lbk.com.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm looking through Tavor. I don't see this.
No. Though I'm actually glad I did get the IPA before it disappeared entirely off of that list.
Oh yeah, the trim tab, dude. Very frequently with Tavor, the ones that sell it the quickest are either ones from like the big name, like the established guys, like Adroit Theory.
Speaking of which, there's a
Hardywood Park.
Did you see the one that they just put up?
I'm sitting on too many stouts, man. I'm buying almost strictly IPAs, Kolsch's, Pilsners, and sours until like I'm sitting on 5 or 6 stouts in my fridge, and then
I haven't added it because I've been
and
going
then-
for
and then-
the sours and IPAs.
And then the bottles in my closet, I have about 18 bottles, about 10 of which are Turning Point Stouts.
Like, it's not going to show the other one from the 2-pack, but I have about 10 or 11 beers on my list. I'm kind of good. I really don't need to add anything on mine.
Did you get that blueberry muffin one?
I did not get that one. I was actually asking you about it, but you did.
Yeah, dude. Let's see. It's still available.
I know. Did you get that one or?
It's pretty fucking good, dude. Like
Because I was going for because I was going for stuff that we were both getting.
It is 100% worth that $8.
Because if I do, it'll probably be my last one I add.
I've had it before, and I know for sure you're gonna love it because it is a blueberry muffin in a can.
I don't even remember if I actually added it or not. Let me go to the collage as well.
Right, yeah. I've got the double.
No, I did not add it.
I got the Great Notion Doubleberry Shake with the Fonda Flora Maibach, the Moonraker Video Feedback, Phase 3 Strawberry Chantilly, Three Suns, Photolicious, Easy Peel, Triple Dry Hot Mosaic, which I know you've got.
See, I have the
Circle of Crowns, the Peanut Butter Hazelnut Caramel Chocolate, the Swag Juice.
Yes, I did get that.
And the Trim Tab I talked to you about last night.
Yeah, Secret Worlds, Blueberry Muffin, Swag Juice, the Peanut Butter Hazelnut Caramel, Circle of Crowns, the Neapolitan Slushy I got.
I missed that one.
You also missed this one, which is the Equilibrium Hoppy 2-pack. The Fluctuation in Enso from Equilibrium Brewery.
I believe I've had the Fluctuation before.
Photolicious, Strawberry Chantilly, the Maibach, and the Double Berry Shake is what I've got in my.
You got that Maibach as well. Good.
I did.
It's a uncommon style around here.
But I think my crate's good, so.
My crate is.
I think we're good.
Pretty good.
I think we're good until next time.
It's gonna take a lot of Did you get the blueberry muffin?
Yes, I did. I just got it.
Yep, I'll do that too then.
I just did that. Like that was my last one overall.
Yeah, it might.
So now I've got like 11 or 12 beers on there total. I'm going, well, that's fine. That's like, considering the fact we're only gonna be drinking like between, I don't know, how long this goes, 3 or 4 at most on streams. Like we have it with this, the crate that I'm still waiting to get in. This crate, the stuff I'm getting next month. On top of that, at the very end, we're setting on at least a 2, 3, 4 months worth of stuff to review anyway. So we've got plenty of content.
If there's anything that I want to blow up, it's this, because I would love to just chat shit with the chat about what beers they're drinking too.
I wish more people would share my streams to actually discuss. That's why I put it on Facebook. I try to share it on Discord. Raven's doing their best. Raven is Dylan, who is Ionized Rainy. Raven is actually trans as well.
We know a bunch of them at this point.
We do, and one's pretty much always with us on our podcast. The other one I haven't talked to since Akon.
Hi, Ruby, if you're watching this.
I think the only person who's probably tuned in is probably Ray, who has this on listen. Because he always.
Hi, Ray.
He always does that. He sees it and he sets his laptop every time for me.
Yeah.
Like I said, one person probably guess they'll be watching more on doing Call of Duty because I'll be doing that a lot more with Raven because I fixed a lot of the hardware issues.
Dude.
And I was able to stream it.
I was watching Richie play what was it, Plunder on Warzone last night, and my god, I thought Call of Duty was stressful before. I thought normal Warzone was stressful before, but holy shit.
I've played Plunder. I've done that.
And the thing is, the guys that Richie plays with, they always drop Storage Town or Superstar. So it's just a
clusterfuck
nightmare watching all that.
I've just been doing zombies or multiplayer.
Yeah, I mean the zombies is always good. It's like always like I'm.
Well, if you had saw my stuff, we were doing the Outbreak, which is an open world zombies. So you can actually take your time to get
Well-
shit built up before moving on to the next one where it gets harder and harder and harder.
What is the new zombies like open world like in Verdansk?
You may have to tune in tonight
Yeah.
when I get started. I'll let you know. This way you can then see it.
Mm.
Because we were doing zombies to level up the gun because it's double XP weekend on everything.
That would have been helpful.
Because it's on everything, so it's probably including
See,
Warzone.
the thing with me is that Warzone played so fast. I'm used to being a sniper in online shooters.
Yeah.
That shit don't work in games like Warzone.
I've seen like FaZe Jev.
I mean, you remember my original username? It was
Yes.
sniper.
FaZe Jev does use a sniper in Warzone.
But the thing is, I can't. I can quick scope. I hate quick scoping.
Yeah, it happens a lot in that game.
I don't know. I just feel I don't know. Like that's the thing that I don't like about these games. They don't like actually like. This is why I want to play. This is why I want to play stuff like Arma. Because that's realistic warfare. Call of Duty is not.
Anti-Stasi.
Dude, if we could get an anti-Stasi server together, I imagine it would be a glorious clusterfuck like ZF.
I already compared to the fucking cyanide of the group, so.
I mean, you kind of are the Psy.
Is it because I'm fat?
It's because you eat and you get beat up by a woman.
To be fair, so would you.
So it's Soviet.
I didn't hear it, no.
I don't know. I'm somewhere between Soviet and Edberg.
I don't know. You could easily be Digby.
I do love Digby quite a lot. I just don't have the nationalistic trend that he does. Like he knows so many like patriotic English like I think it's what is it? He's not Welsh.
It's either that or you be Diggy who works in his own brewery.
Yeah. Digi fucks around too much though.
You could be social or Quebec.
To be fair, my favorite person in all of ZF is Quebec.
Because I could see you being that. Oh.
Quebec is easily my favorite out of all the guys in ZF.
But for those listening who are wondering like why I chose to do a beer craft stream, I want to bring more people to actually drink this than the shit that you're drinking in stores. For one, you all claim about supporting local businesses. Why aren't you supporting your local brewery?
Yeah, if you're gonna drink alcohol, I mean, it doesn't even necessarily have to be craft beer. Look up to see if you have local distilleries, local wineries.
Exactly. I mean, I know a lot of people buy
as I can tell you in DFW, a lot of local brewers also run local distilleries.
Yeah.
Deep Ellum Brewing just opened up their own distillery. Ruben's looking at exploring the idea of doing some distilling.
I could see that with Ruben.
It's just with the way Texas law works, they basically have to get a whole other
license.
A whole other venue. It'd be
I could see that because you don't want stuff mixed together. Yeah.
A lot of times, it is cheaper just to buy a separate venue. In Texas, especially, it's cheaper to buy a separate venue because you need a separate license for distilling.
I was right. Also, I'm going with.
That's a Distill, man. Hell yeah.
I went with the key lime pie Gose.
Dude, Distill, those guys make some potent sours.
Well, this one's only at 5.2. But
sometimes the flavors aren't where I like them, but Distill, they like. You may have heard me like describe sours before as like not quite in tooth melting range, or it's in tooth melting range.
Yeah.
Distill makes tooth melters.
See, I like what they put on here. Support flavor, boycott bland. It says we've added key lime, vanilla, and lactose to our Leipzig-style gose to create a liquid version of the popular dessert. The result is a tart, creamy, refreshing treat for your taste buds. Now you can have your pie and drink it too. Cheers! Because it's a gose ale brewed with key lime, vanilla, lactose, coriander, and sea salt.
Sounds amazing. I
It's
wonder if I've had it. Oh yeah, so I told you how I discovered that yet another new brewery has opened up in
yes, you did.
Fort Worth, right? Yeah. So one of my good friends in the network, the glorious network of DFW hopheads, Mrs. Brogan. I'm pretty sure Mrs. Brogan was there when I took you to Vector that last time.
Possibly, I would need a face.
She was tabbing out as we were getting our pizza, I think.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I looked over and I was just like, oh, that's Mrs. Brogan.
I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Mrs. Brogan, like I don't know where she gets like her like word of mouth from, because she is always at a brewery that's opened up in the area before me, and it really bugs me.
Probably she probably has like beer dar.
Yeah, she does. She I have the last time I like really talked with her extensively was at a tap takeover by Avery Brewing that was held at the Flying Saucer back in 19, and like because I had met her a few times at breweries here and there, so we exchanged numbers, exchanged Untapped profiles and whatnot. We're just but this was like the first time that we like actually like just sat down, shot the shit for a bit, and she showed me like, oh yeah, so she like got out an actual like handwritten like notepad, not a notebook, a notepad.
Wow.
And she was like, so this is the event this is today, and these are the events that I'm going to go to later this week. And she had like a list of like 10 to like 15 events for that week that she was attending. And she did. I could tell from her attached she did.
uh,
like she like when I usually when I hear about I've heard of most of the places that I've told you about in Fort Worth through
yeah.
her, because she lives in Tarrant County.
Ah.
Like she introduced me to the breweries that I did want to show you last year, but we just didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
Like Funky Picnic, Hot Fusion. I forget the name of that pizza place and arcade and brewery there, but I think it's called Fort.
Okay, I keep thinking there's like a few places that do something similar. So.
Shannon. Well, I mean, Shannon's done some stuff that I've had before. I just didn't know that they were in Keller, which is about 15 minutes up the road. That's where Yada used to live.
Oh, Keller is where Ruby lives.
Keller is where Ruby lives.
I know. She's at work, so she's.
Maybe one of these months I can arrange to meet her at Shannon. Because Shannon does some good brews. What else? What was the name of it? I don't want to say it's Burial Ground or something like that.
I have no idea.
Let's see. I'm just gonna look up Fort Worth breweries because I know another one opened up a few months ago. That, of course, when I look up Fort Worth Brewery, guess what the number one that comes up is?
We've already discussed it, most likely.
You know which one it is.
Yeah.
You know which one it is. It's Martin House.
Yeah. Given all the promotion it's been doing lately.
Alright, so Martin House, Raw and Sons, they're alright. Fort Brewery and Pizza, that's the one that I want to take you to. Wild Acre, I'm not a big fan of Wild Acre. Let's be real here. Panther Island, Hot Fusion. I want to take you to Hot Fusion. We are going to Hot Fusion for Frontier. You cannot say no.
Why would I say no?
Exactly. Cowtown Brewing, they're really good. That like if we go to Panther Island, Cowtown's on the way. Maple Branch. That's the name of it.
Hmm.
That's the new one that just opened up a few months ago before Neutral Ground.
See, when you smell this, when you smell a key lime, you can't smell anything. The taste is what gives everything away.
You can't smell a key lime.
You can't smell anything on this except
it just smells like beer.
It smells like beer. And when you drink it,
just lime and graham cracker.
Just a perfect key lime pie. That's exactly what this tastes like. It's actually very similar to the key lime pie that Martin House did,
which is a good one.
It's very similar. The only difference is that the Martin House one was creamier.
This is how I'm rinsing out my glasses here.
I'm waiting for you to spill everything all over yourself.
I did. Just like a splash though.
Be careful, you might be considered like nags.
What?
I mean, he's known for pissing behind couches. He might be known for pissing on your leg.
No, it didn't make it that far. And, in fact, allowed me to wash my hands on my desk. Alright, good.
No, cat. No.
Alright, well, what am I gonna grab next?
A beer?
No, I was gonna grab vodka.
I got rid of that vodka from last Sunday.
Mother Russia.
No, I got rid of it because that shit was nasty. Nothing. In fact, that fucked with my stomach.
Dude, when I'm from about 19 to about 22, I pretty much exclusively drank vodka, and I look back on that point in my life, and it's like, what the fuck was I thinking?
That burp felt good.
I still fuck with a good screwdriver. Or
yeah.
A good white Russian. A white Russian made right. Oh my god. Alright, so, beer.
This is where you play the Jeopardy music. Oh, wait. Is it gonna work? Do I have it? Hold on. Yes. I love those. I'm gonna have to time this because I don't have it set up.
Alright, I definitely have my choice for my second beer of the night.
Oh, don't worry, I used my meme soundboard too. What you left?
What did you do?
To be continued.
Oh, the JoJo, yeah. Alright, so beer number 2 for me, and this is yet again one that I've had before that I was wise enough to grab a double of because I knew I was gonna like it that much. The Brewing Project Tangerine Resist Milkshake IPA.
I love the artwork. That artwork is nice.
Isn't it great?
That's nice.
And you know me. You've known my like preferences of flavor for a bit. You know that I'm a big sucker for these like some people variously describe them as orange dreamsicle, but I was raised a little bit differently. I called the orange and the vanilla cream a orange Julius.
For me, I would just say orange and cream. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's your Jersey boy coming out of there. I'm pretty sure you had to have had orange Julius's out in Jersey.
I grew up poor. I never got to do anything.
Yeah, true.
Like the only place I ever really ate at was the
The thing is, DFW didn't have orange Julius's, but
Dairy Queen.
San Antonio did, and they are owned by Dairy Queen. But I love an orange Julius. So.
Hey, cat. Please don't rub on the mic.
Beers that taste like an orange Julius tend to get very high ratings out of me. This one did. This one absolutely.
See, for
is.
me, this one is a 5 for me because
Really?
it's perfect. This thing is perfect. Because it's a sour, yes, but it's not like all you taste is sour. You get all the flavor.
Oh my god, the little bit that dripped out on my finger. Oh my god, so good, so good. I don't have a proper talent.
I swear I need to eventually get an emote that just says beergasm with your face on it.
Oh yeah. That face for orgasm.
I mean, having emotes for beer streams like this, that'd be perfect to have an emote for.
Yeah, we should commit. We should commission a dedicated set.
I still feel like that's why I'm like doing a beer stream every week. Eventually, it's gonna pop up supporting craft breweries because you can always spread the word around. You have someone trying to.
Hey, if VTubers can get away with drinking streams, so can we.
Yeah, and the thing is you have your high streamers even on Twitch that get drunk and yell at kids. So I mean,
yeah, that's fucking stupid. I'm not gonna yell at kids.
There's specifically one person in that regard.
Yeah. Oh, Marcel.
No, but he still keeps trying to contact Raven.
Anyway, yeah, I after an extensive night of drinking, rated this a 4.75. So yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, this deserves a 5. In my opinion.
Yet again, support Voodoo Air Racing. Support the Plains of Fame Air Museum, Chino, California. If you're out in California, go visit them. Take a picture of Voodoo at that museum. Send it to Zara so he can send it to me.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. I mean, I link all my stuff.
Support local business. Support your local aviation industry. Support your local brewery industry.
and I think you should. Like everyone always complains about they want to support local and they're tired of like, well then prove it.
Oh, beergasm.
It's more of I can prove it.
God.
I can prove it every day.
My god. Oh my god.
Hell, I support local artists too.
Oh, have you?
Well, like my summer scath, which it's where my finger is now.
Yeah.
And I have a summer Jalter on the wall. I plan on getting a couple more and just filling that wall with just nothing but like stuff from artists.
I have been very tempted lately to like commission artists to make me arts.
Huh. So, I'm gonna leave any sort of I know what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing.
Your son's from Genshin.
Yes, my sons from Genshin.
That's one of your ideas. I already fucking know that. I know you well enough.
I mean, there is a dramatic drought of material of my precious son Chongyun on there. So yes.
Yeah, that or totes. Totes.
I have like just like a whole like list of like precious anime sons, and like Totsuka is like number 1 or number 2 at the very least.
I like how I blamed Yada for my power outage too the other day.
And he was just like, "Nani?"
He's like, "What? Me?" I had a picture. I just posted the same picture I stole from him, from the DM. Like I said.
So let me just. Yeah, there it is. So let me just describe this wonderful experience.
Go for it.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's so with it being tangerines, with it being tangerines over oranges, it's got a little bit more of a tart bite up front, but it's still got that glorious orange flavor afterwards. So you get that tart boom like that, and then orange flavor that melds into just vanilla heaven. Vanilla and like juice. They hop this thing perfect. And with it being a milkshake IPA, it's got that satisfyingly full, coats the tongue with like you feel like you're just chomping on a dreamsicle, man. On Orange Julius.
Yeah, if you could, you'd be drinking those constantly.
If I had a slim of this, I'd be doing a keg stand.
Maybe you should request something like that to Ruben. I'm sure he'd be interested.
Ruben would be like, I want to make my own rather than getting somebody else's keg in.
No, I'm just saying an idea to make his own. Knowing him, he can make anything.
I'm gonna suggest that to him.
You're welcome.
He's been listening to a lot of my suggestions as late because
I feel like anything with citrus usually does really well regardless.
Oh yeah, citrus is the like popular flavor in beers right now.
And
it used to be like stouts. It used to be just straight like green, like thick resin hops, and then it used to be before that it was the estery like banana clove flavor of the half of the European style beers. Right now, citrus is the keynote.
I feel like citrus would always do well.
I mean, it does well with me. I love citrus before this, and because like citrus is like, I mean, you always knew you know like the whole thing like how like a lot of places would like cover up how shitty their beer is by like just throwing a gigantic slice of orange in there.
Yeah.
Like Twin Peaks has house brewed beer available there. And the only one of those that is tolerable is their blonde, and their blonde is only tolerable if it has a gigantic slice of orange in it.
See, I feel like I can make better beer than them.
Judging off your mead, yeah, hell yeah.
Because again, it's all about the research for me. So
the bar is there we go on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, my first one was enough for you to rate it a 4. So the raspberry will probably get higher considering.
And I did not post it, but yeah, I had that second bottle with ginger ale.
Yeah, we talked about that actually on our stream. I think it was like 2 weeks ago we discussed that. Or no, it was last week because I mentioned because I had my own. Like, yeah, and I had that last bottle.
I had that second bottle of ginger ale.
I still have 6 bottles of this cherry.
Do you?
Yeah, I still have 6 bottles of it.
All right, well, gonna make some plans then.
I'm glad that you've liked it too. I know Ray loved it too. It reminded him from Break and Brew. That's a compliment.
Yeah. So, well, that's the thing is you got you lucked out really good on your first batch. Like, usually a first batch of me because I have had one of my travel partners from Japan, Dan. I've had one of his first batch. I have had Richie's first batch of mead, and they were both shit compared to that raspberry one.
Well, the thing is, I researched everything, and I was also constantly looking to improve and checking on it.
I mean, those two are the type to research and check on their stuff too. It's just they did. I mean, Richie did a straight up mead, and then Dan expected his first batch to go bad, so he just threw like botanicals in there, like sage and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's something you would do for a gin, but not mead.
I mean, it was okay. I wouldn't describe them as bad outright. Because I've had bad outright mead. Anything. Okay, so my first experience with mead was one of my very first times with the Flying Saucer, actually. Like, because me and the buds, like, it was after Richie had turned 21. And Richie at that time was still not fond of beer.
Ah.
So he was like, I'm going to just have ciders. And then he saw the Mead menu, and he was like, he saw the Moonlight Meadery Meads there, and they were like,
Oh.
and they were in like the 25 bottles, and he didn't want to spend that because he wasn't quite working full time at the time.
Yeah.
So he he proposed. I was like, y'all want to split this bottle? Like, I want to try this, and I'm just like, sure. I haven't had that either. I want to try it, and it was a cherry. It was a cherry mead by Moonlight Meadery, and it was one. It was the third most disgusting beer I've ever had. The Flying Saucer, or the third most disgusting brew I've had, behind the Billy Jenkins and the Jingu, which is a Brazilian black lager brewed by Heineken.
Hmm.
If you see a can called Jingu,
No.
avoid, avoid. It tastes like mm, like what like water, like soured water soaked grains and metal.
Ugh. I can picture that and taste that.
Yeah, it's not good. And then the Billy Jenkins. You know the blood feud that I have with Billy Jenkins.
Yes, I do. I do.
It's sewer water. It is fucking sewer water that Wild Acre is passing off as a beer.
So what you're saying is like,
Wild Acre, like if anybody from Wild Acre ever sees this, your tarantula, what is it? Tarantula hawk. That one's good. That one's okay. Your Billy Jenkins, stop making it. It fucking sucks.
I mean, just the name kind of just says it all too.
It's my understanding is that's the name of a historical Texan figure, like William Jenkins. Let me
Still,
look it up. Let me look it up.
the last name alone. I mean, come on.
Leroy.
At least Leroy is entertaining.
Oh my God, there's a disambiguation on Wikipedia for William Jenkins.
Hmm.
Let's see. Welsh? No. American businessman who made great wealth in Mexico. I'm pretty sure that's going.
But I can't remember what I was gonna say. So what you're saying is my homebrew is better than Moonlight Meadery.
I have not been willing to try Moonlight Meadery stuff after the one disastrous one that we had, the saucer. So, and I'm very willing to try your next two upcoming meads. So yeah, I'd say you won.
Well, even when we were at Vector last time, even the ones that were working when that brew was brought up, like you want to go for the other one more.
Yeah.
Because they had two different meaderies up at that time. It was Moonlight, and I can't remember the other one that they had on tap. But I don't remember. I don't even think did I even do on tap that day. I don't even remember a shed did last week, let alone.
Yeah.
Every day is just blended together, so I have no fucking memory.
I'm having a hard time discovering like who.
Let's see.
Pat.
See.
Okay, here we go. All right, now I've got the Leo. Yeah, I'm fucking 21. Fuck off, Wildacre.
I'm trying to remember because it was definitely at oh, it was from B Nectar Meadery.
Oh, Beat Nectar's great.
Yeah, that was the one because it was on January 2nd. Because the only time I had a mead, it was a totally strawberry mead when we were at Vector.
I hate this. I hate this. I fucking hate this.
You want to link it?
Yeah, I'm gonna link it in the chat here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Billy Jenkins Bach was the first beer we ever brewed in our former 15-gallon pilot system we employed to design the beers we could ultimately sell. It is an exceptionally quaffable beer. Lies. Lower in alcohol, cold lagered 4 weeks in the German Bock tradition, yet less malt forward and less sweet than traditional German Bock. The name Billy Jenkins is derived from the namesake of Fort Worth, Texas, General William Jenkins Worth. He is perhaps the most famous American you have not heard of. He is buried under a 52-foot obelisk in the shadow of the famed Flatiron Building in New York City. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's the little split thing at Times Square. We aim to give him the fame he deserves in our city, which bears his name.
I mean, honestly, even with regardless of what you mentioned, none of this stuff looks good to me.
They do some alright beers. It's just the Billy Jenkins.
I mean, the one I'd probably try would be the Texas Blonde Imperial Pineapple. Definitely try it because pineapple. I mean,
the agave Americano is good.
A pickle hard seltzer. I would try that.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
I would try. I would try it.
I'd fuck with that. I would fuck with that. As long as it's good, I would fuck with that.
Yeah, I would easily try that just because.
And the T-Hawk. The T-Hawk is supposed to be really good.
See, I'm open for trying certain ones, but it has to catch my eye. It's like.
But dude, the Billy Jenkins, it fucking sucks so much, dude.
Like I said, the blueberry mead that I am making, that one you can. I think that would have probably more hops than the raspberry. That thing was fragrant as fuck.
The raspberry was fragrant, but I wouldn't have called drinking it hoppy.
Well, the raspberry mead will have hops in it.
Cherry.
You think of the cherry? Because I didn't put anything in there. The raspberry, I used, I guessed on the ounces I put in there. I don't measure half of the shit. I put to where, like, well, this sounds about right.
Seems reasonable.
Look, I know it was at least half an ounce, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because you need about half to 1, up to 5 per 5 gallons. Again, the raspberry, because I did when I did the reading, I poured a little bit into a sanitized small little thing from, like, okay, let's taste this. Going, okay, it's dry. It has raspberry. It just needs to be more sweet. It was already done fermenting. So it's literally just an aging process where I added 3 pounds of orange blossom honey more to it.
Yeah, just get a little more out of it.
And let it age. I mean, in about a month or so, I'll do a reading and another taste test to see where it's at. If it's where I think it is, I'm just going to start cleaning up more of these bottles I've started emptying out. I could easily siphon enough into a bottle and, like, there you go.
Oh, while we're talking, I need to put some anime on the torrents.
What are you trying to torrent?
Gate the Infinity. Because I watched that in a group chat with Yada and some of his friends, and it's a very meme-worthy show. No, I'm not watching that one.
I mean, we'll be discussing a lot of anime tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've actually did read Mushoku Tensei. I actually had read it as soon as I saw, like, the first 2 episodes. I'm going, wait a minute, I've read this.
I had read through Mushoku Tensei up until just after Rudy got bodied by that one dude.
I had read shortly. This is going to be spoilers because of where the story is at in terms of the anime.
Well, that's why I try to be as generic as possible. But
Well, they managed to get back to like the main continent, or at least one of the continents that they're heading towards. Um, that's where I had stopped off at, and that was probably I didn't realize it was that like a year or two ago that I'd read that. I'm caught up on the current chapters, to say the least. So that's gonna be interesting once the second half of that season comes out in the summer, I believe.
yeah, they're doing a they're doing a split core.
Yeah, because they're doing the same thing for slime.
That seems to be the popular way for them to do second seasons now.
Yeah.
Is to space it out a bit.
I still have to do either one or two more episodes of slime, and then stop until summer.
Yeah, because they're really close to the source material now.
Very much so, but the chapters that have been brought for the manga have been about like 50 something pages.
Like the anime is at this point past where I read the
manga. I'm caught up on the manga because I've been constantly keeping up with it.
I had just gotten to the point where Rimuru had spoiler alerts, had resurrected the villagers.
Well, to be fair, the episode that came out this week, I already did that. So it's not really spoilers, and honestly, most people would probably either torrent it or have Verve.
Y'all need to be watching it anyway.
You should, because the ones who kept trying to hype stuff up for more than one season, well, start catching up and watching it.
Like Slime is one of the not just one of the finest isekais out there, but it's just a fine, good anime on its own, standalone.
And also this week's from Spider as well. She finally leaves the labyrinth at the end of the episode.
So, I tried watching the anime this week. And I was just like, I cannot stand this cave dwelling bullshit. This is so boring. So
you're gonna wait until like once they say she's outside, then you're gonna start watching and then just ask me to fill in the details.
The thing is that with Spider, I've always called it Kumo Desuga, because it's the Japanese.
Yeah.
Because I have followed it for a bit. I was always more interested in the characters aside from Kumoko. Like Katia? Like, that's a fucking interesting character arc. And she's just a side character.
We're talking about anime when that needs to be tomorrow, too. This is all about beer. Of course, we sidetracked. This is why I've considered everything the Chaos Brigade for a reason.
This is what happens when you get two weeaboos drinking a little bit. Like, naturally, anime is going to come up, especially when one of them is cosplaying some anime stuff.
That's how much I got left in this glass, too.
Oh, is that's how much you got left of the key lime?
Yeah.
I can finish this thing as fast as you can. Bad.
I know. The thing is, I'm taking my time. I'm not really rushing it. It's just good.
I mean, we started this at 6:30 and it's now 8 o'clock. So.
Now, I have the perfect one for the next one.
What you got? Show me.
From Hop Fusion. The feisty Redhead.
I love it, man. That's Hop Fusion's flagship, man.
They sold plenty of Hop Fusion actually at Specs. So
okay.
These were it's just that a lot of their single cans were out. It's like I just couldn't afford to keep getting more and more 6-packs.
The thing that I think you'll really like about Hop Fusion is, in addition to their like tap room only like specials, they have one tap set aside on the side of their wall that instead of just the tap pouring straight out, they run the tap and it pours the beer and it goes up and down through a chamber filled with fruits that they change out every day, sometimes twice a day.
Wow. That's why that's one of the reasons why you mentioned that you're going to take me there.
Dude, it is so cool. It's a really cool spot to be. They always have really good food trucks there.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go there and then just have like a snack or something. Cause I always feel like I need a snack when I'm drinking.
That time that we went to Collective,
Yeah.
I tried to get y'all to go there.
Yeah,
But,
I know. It's just
but we were all heat stroking to death.
yeah. And after the whole brain dead thing, that was practically heat stroke.
We didn't want.
We both didn't do anything for a day for drinking, so.
Dude, like.
When it affects you the same way it affects me, it's like, okay, it's not just me. I'm not losing my mind.
I still had most of my hardcore constitution back at that point in my life. I'm a weaker individual now than I was then.
It's just at the moment I stopped, that was it.
Well, the thing was is that it like by the time that we were walking back, like the sun was down and we were still like
yeah, because it was still fucking hot. It wasn't cool.
That concrete heat island in Dallas, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still remember those beers. They were fantastic. Like we had a fantastic fucking time. And the thing is that we were holding a conversation. I was able to get to the bathroom back and forth just fine. I was able to eat just fine.
And we hydrated plenty at both Tanoshi and at and at
Brain Dead, because we were drinking water at the ramen place as well as drinking water as we were drinking beer. We were hydrated. It's just that heat was just too much.
Man, I miss Tanoshi ramen. That's some good stuff.
I miss having ramen.
At this point, I have had all but like one, maybe two places in DFW that serve sukemen.
You're waiting for me to be there for at least one.
Next time you come down here, I need to take you to Malta. That is DFW's best sukemen. I'm pretty sure. Because
you also know I'm actually willing to eat it. It's like I'm not a picky person. I'll try it.
Well, the thing is like Hakata and like the other places, they only do straight up sukemen. Malta will do spicy sukemen.
Yeah, did you shit fire too?
No, it was perfect. I mean, they offer like a 1 through 5, and I order a 3, and I was like,
I was gonna say fucking 3. Fuck, we know each other too much.
You know me, man. Like I like the medium spice. I want the spice to kick my tongue in the ass, but not my ass in the ass.
It's like you want the spice, but you also want to taste everything with the spice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I want it to be spicy enough to kick my tongue. Like I just said, like I want it to kick my tongue in the ass. I don't want it to kick my ass in the ass.
Yeah, the day I did the hot sauce video, Sam said you're gonna be burns, like, but I was fine. Like the hot sauces were indeed like one was the only one that was really hot, and that was the Tears of the Sun.
Man, and I wouldn't even imagine like with like even like stuff like the last dab, like you're only gonna be eating like a dab of that. I wouldn't imagine that thing like actually like significantly fucking up anybody.
See, when I did the video, I literally only put a little bit compared to hot when Hot Ones does their stuff. They bake everything into the actual chicken.
They toss it, yeah.
But because the seasons have been from like pretty much Zoom calls, I guess you could see how much they're putting on. And some of them have poured onto the wing.
I was actually having this discussion with Dan and Richie last night because Dan, the good guy from my first trip to Japan, he is a subscriber to, or he is a regular customer of Heatness like you are.
Yeah, I skipped this month because I didn't. There was really nothing that caught my eye.
And on his podcast, him and his friends went through like 12 Heatness. And
I've done 10. I mean, and I was by myself.
And when he showed me the picture, and it was just the bottles in a line and like the wings that they had tossed him in. And I was just like, man, you are a braver man than I. And then after we discussed that, we clowned on Richie for the rest of the night because Richie was not only our fearless but inept navigator, but he was also the drunkest out of all of us that whole trip.
Richie.
Oh my god.
As soon as you said inept that direction.
Richie always stands at this angle here. He was about like that most of the trip at night.
So he was like the Zorro of the group, directionally challenged.
Oh my god. So the thing was is Dan was not supposed to come out last night. Richie texted him like, "Hey, me and Marshall are having a beer share. Are sharing some beers at my place. You're welcome to come here." And he got nothing back. And then I texted Dan, and I was like, "The fearless navigator and I are sharing beers at his place. Would you like to join us?" And he was like, "I'll be there in a minute." And then when Richie brought it up, he was like, "Why didn't you respond to me?" And he was just like, "I didn't notice your message, but I noticed when Marshall called you fearless navigator." And Richie was just like you could tell that he had taken the arrow in the back of the
head. Fearless navigator. Oh fuck.
Oh, the whole thing is, even before the Japan trip, he's very much like, I don't know if you watched Top Gear, back in the day, but he's very much like James May. So I called him Captain Slow, which was James May's, nickname in that show. Because he did drive the slowest out of us. He did drive, the most grandpa-ish out of us. He does it now. He is frightening to ride with now. But at the time, I called him Captain Slow, and it caught on. And then once it was revealed that he could not navigate anywhere outside of Mesquite, Captain's sense of navigation caught on.
I'm shocked you didn't just call him Zorro or Kenpachi. Kenpachi has no sense of direction.
Well, Richie never watched One Piece, so.
But Bleach, that'd be Kenpachi.
I don't think he got that far into Bleach.
Well, fuck, I don't have that much to compare it to.
I think he scratched the surface of Soul Society arc, but never got to Kenpachi. Because I dropped Bleach after the Bound arc.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm
waiting for them to finally, because they kept saying it was approved.
Oh, the finale.
The 1,000-year blood war.
Yeah, the season. It's gonna be a whole almost whole ass season of Aizen not getting the fuck out of his chair.
I almost spit my beer out.
Will Aizen get out of his chair? Find out on the next chapter of Bleach.
Hold on. I'm gonna link this to you. I'm not gonna put it on stream, but
please put it on stream. Most people hate this man.
Okay. For those wondering what was sent to me, Raven sent me this picture.
A native Texan and a practically native Texan. We don't like this guy. We hate him as much as you do.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta have to flip this for it actually.
A native Texan and a Texan by choice hate this man.
There we go. This man ate my son.
He's a Zodiac killer.
Yep.
And his name is Raphael, and he's from Cuba. Or is it Canada?
Could be. I want to say Cuba more than Canada.
I think he's related to Cubans, but I think he was born in Canada, which means that he's not eligible to be president.
I'm going to flip this back. This way, when I show my beers, it'd be fine.
All right.
I think if I can do that easily, I've actually figured out how to actually work this thing for the most part. Let's see. I'm gonna let them know that as well. Supposed to dab.
I'm doing.
This isn't Thriller.
No, I'm doing Who Tals thing.
Hmm. Raven laughed her ass off.
Because I successfully pulled for Who Tal and you didn't.
I fucking can't. I can't spend money because everyone gets
farm Primo Gems. Simp. Oh. Simpleton.
I hate you. I hate you.
I forgot this was on Twitch.
Yeah, if it was on YouTube, I wouldn't give a fuck, but...
Gomenasai. Wasurete.
With all this shit I'm stuck doing, I barely have time to catch up on anime as it is, too.
Gomenasai. Wasurete. What's that?
Well, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was hell yeah. Yeah, I forget. I keep forgetting that that's a bad word now. I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, there are specific words. I think I mentioned this as well. One starts with a T, one starts with an S, one starts with an I, one starts with a V.
What?
Can't say. I'll just type it in our thing here. That's not gonna be shown on stream, so.
Insane. What?
Those 4 words are practically just taboo.
I really hate that those last 2 are banned.
You could thank the you could thank cancel culture as well as
Well, the thing is, what if somebody on Twitch is talking about like Sir Richard Branson? Like they wouldn't be able to talk about his company then.
Companies, it's all about context. They will look at context.
Because,
for companies, I think you're fine, but for anything that's in terms of like an insult,
because all Richard Branson's companies are under the Virgin brand.
Well, I think it's based on context. When you're saying it as if you're a female streamer insulting male fans, then
I'm going to name my brewery those four things brewery. IVST Brewing.
I gave me an idea for a different Mead name just as a fucking joke, but
is it gonna be some of this?
Yeah, it's one of those words. I thought
Sip fuel.
Why would you? Oh, I was thinking of like I was thinking of like a peach mead.
Yeah.
And this is just a play on words. What do you think?
I like it.
That came up immediately. It was like, oh, that gave me an idea for a peach mead.
That is a description of me every time I go through the Genshin Impact tags in the morning.
That was me when I was trying to add.
For all of you Genshin Impact players, Scaramona Supremacy.
It's kind of like me when I was trying to go for Kama from Fate Grand Order. Failed horribly. Ray managed to get her.
So at this point, now that I know like what characters are coming, like because of the leaks and whatnot, which Mihoyo has been getting really salty about lately.
I can understand why.
I am saving my Primo Gems and all of my pulls for when Inazuma drops. this too?
We've actually been going on for an hour and a half. It doesn't feel like it though.
Yeah, because we can just shoot the shit naturally, like even without beers.
Yeah, easily. It's just we're also discussing beer, reviewing beer. Now, for the 2 beers, obviously.
What? Okay, so I'm going to leave my next one up to you. Should I do a stout or should I do a sour?
Sour.
Okay.
Because my 4th one is one that you're actually waiting for. I have a 4th beer with me.
Have you drank 4 already? 3 already?
This is number 3.
Oh.
I haven't opened it up. I took overall 4 beers. Because we figure if doing 4 beers while reviewing them. Now, for the ones that I did out of Distill and Maui, would I recommend? Yes. Trust me, you're gonna know if I say no. You're gonna know if I say no, and it's hard. But it's all about flavor profile. If you love a key lime pie, if you like limes.
For me, Big Swell and anything Distill, you see Distill like where you're at, buy it.
Like if you obviously don't go to the location where he's at for obvious reasons, but if you go for specs or any sort of just wine liquor place that sells craft beer like from all over, you're most likely gonna find a craft beer section.
If you well, hold on, this is where the mic. If you go to Dallas, Total Wine and More, or Webb Chapel Beer and Wine, or Craft Beer Cellar on I'm pretty sure it's Gaston. Craft Beer Cellar, they'll hook you up in Dallas. Don't go to Specs, but anywhere else in Texas, the specs are all right.
See, and this one obviously because we talk about hop fusion, well, mostly you. This is the Feisty Redhead, the Hibiscus Cherry Blonde. And it's 8.67%.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Doesn't drink like it.
And I love how it's Brewers Association certified. I love that on the side.
Oh yeah, it's, Independent Craft Brewers Association.
Yeah.
Yep. Hemisphere's gonna have the same logo once they start distributing too.
And the tap room is open 6 days a week. It even tells you their tap room is open, so visit it.
That's why, yeah, dude, yeah. I think they're only closed on Mondays.
Ooh.
Because Mondays tend to be brew days for just about every brewer around here.
Our popular Feisty Blonde, Orange Blossom Honey, Raw. I can't really pronounce that. I'll say it anyway. Pilo and Chilo. And Pure Mexican Vanilla. Aged on hibiscus and cherries for a new twist on the original Feisty Redhead. We all know and love at least one. I don't know how I should respond to that. Definitely has that smell.
Pioncillo.
Okay, because I had no idea how the fuck to pronounce that. I've actually never seen that word now, so I made a guess.
If it's anything remotely Latin, then 2 L's is a yeet rather than an bleh.
Did you say yeet?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright,
so you said a sour rather than a stout?
Yeah. Ooh, I love that color.
It's a beautiful one, isn't it?
Oh yeah. That's nice.
That is a blonde.
Well, when you have hibiscus and cherries.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to hunt down a sour that I have in my fridge.
Go for it. I'm gonna hit a button as soon as you leave that door. I love that button. And I do not have a paper towel to clean up this. I have a napkin nearby. There we go. I didn't realize there was still beer left in it, so. I'm gonna throw these cans out real quick. Before I make any more messes. Get a picture of this nice little brew. I do plan on doing a whole bunch of Untapped on these. Boom. While he's searching, because he's in his actual room while the beer's in a different room. Like I said, this is our first episode of doing this. And overall, I'm very happy. I wish more people would join in, chat, talk about beer. What I wish, anyway. Yep, and he's got his beer. The Cherry Fandango. Didn't that just come in today?
The beer that I bought in honor of my favorite Fatui Harbinger from Genshin Impact, Scaramouche.
Didn't that come in today?
The Cherry Fandango. Yeah, it came in yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
This is like one of the only sours in my fridge, apparently. Like, I was looking for a second, I was like, I don't have a whole lot of sours that came in my last crate.
Wow.
So, yeah. One of my favorite Genshin Impact characters is named Scaramouche, which, if you are a fan of the Queen-sung Bohemian Rhapsody, you know the line, Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? So, when I found a beer called the Cherry Fandango, I was like, my boy.
I said, didn't I link you to that?
You might have.
I remember there's two different ones. One had the raspberry and salted caramel truffle pie.
I did get that one.
That was a 2-pack. That's why I'm waiting for it. Cause I had the Cherry Fandango. I ordered as well.
Okay, so this is all right. So let me instead of telling you on the backstory of why I bought this, let me tell you about the beer itself. This is by Toppling Goliath Brewing Company from wow, that's another reason why I bought this. Decorah, Iowa.
Oh wow. I don't think I've had anything from Iowa. If I do, I don't remember.
Pouring. Okay, so they have a little thing on the side here. Pouring a seductively red hue with aromas reminiscent of cinnamon-crusted cherry pie. Semicolon. This kettle sour treat is both tart and sweet. No pits about it. Just the cherry on top, bottom, and middle.
I can't wait for mine until mine actually shows the fuck up. I'm still pissed off about that.
We put it off while we were doing the pre-stream call, but yeah, let's talk about that.
See, on the 22nd, and the thing is, I actually have the picture from the email. When I sent the stuff out.
Put it up.
Like, I will,
I love you, Tavor, but your courier is kind of a little shit.
Hold on. I'm gonna download it, but I want to show the entire email.
Yeah, you're gonna mark off stuff, yeah.
I will upload it to this specific chat. It's probably my downloads. Yes, it is. I was actually supposed to receive it as a delivery 4 days ago.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to receive mine 4 days ago too,
And
that didn't happen.
this is what it shows on stream right now. I have it on stream. I linked it to you. Because it had hit Coppell, Texas, on the 22nd.
Which is where Hackbarth does their stuff out of. That's where they operate out of.
Well, there's also a facility in Amarillo.
Is there really?
Yes. If you go to Hackbarth, on their website for the locations, there's an Amarillo location.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna show correctly because it's mirrored, but it's fine because I don't need seeing all my information anyway.
Good.
But it said it was meant for delivery on the 23rd, and they said, oh, when it hits that, because I asked for a Wednesday to Thursday delivery, so it was already at the facility. When I did this the last time back in December when I ordered the last crate, they said, oh yeah, no problem, and it delivered it.
If you ask for a Wednesday or Thursday and it comes next week, oh my god.
Well, I specifically listed the dates in the email. I said, can I have it on the 24th to 25th?
Mm-hmm.
And they said, and I emailed the same person from Amarillo. I responded straight to him. Let's see, because they said forward local terminal. Says, good morning. We have not received your order yet. We will reach out to you as soon as it arrives in Amarillo. If it arrives tomorrow, we will send it out for delivery. But you didn't update, and the tracking hasn't updated either in 5 days. So it tells me you're not making the effort. And I will be emailing Tavor on Monday if I don't see an email update. I'm telling them I'm pretty sure they either lost mine or they're not delivering it. I shouldn't have to wait a week late.
Or they're just sitting on their ass.
Because I'm gonna say I'm gonna tell them that it's like you might want to make sure that happens because I have another crate that I ordered quite a bit from. Mm-hmm. Again, I was like, I'm doing these and I'm also promoting Tavor because it's a fantastic company that gives you a chance of getting beers.
Yeah. The thing always was with Tavor. The thing that was always put me on the fence most about it was the fact of how low their courier was rated on Google. I was like, I've never heard of Hackbarth, and yeah.
Wow, definitely tastes like an 8.67 in this one. This one's definitely getting up there. Yeah, it's definitely a strong.
Oh man, they gave you the whole last sheet there. Holy shit.
Yeah, the one from the email. Let me go back to it. Yeah, they showed me the entire sheet, and it was from this was from their actual main service center that they sent me the terminal. Like, yeah, I was supposed to receive it. Because it said, yeah, and they received it on the 22nd in Coppell, which is essentially in DFW.
Yeah, Coppell is a 15-minute drive from Turning Point.
Because that's where the location is for you, and even you still had to wait 5 days. Well, 4 days, but
yeah, it was an extra day for me.
Well, 4 days for you.
Oh, they emailed me. Yeah.
The thing is, the very first time I ordered from Tavor, they never once contacted me.
Not even for the delivery?
I only knew it was out for delivery, and I had to tell Sam, hey, please keep an eye out. I don't know what their vehicle is going to look like.
Yeah, no, it was the van.
It was the van. The second time was back in December. Perfect delivery service. Perfect. It was the same guy who delivered it, too. Because I answered it this time.
Beergasm alert.
So I'm gonna like that one then.
Scott, will you do the Fandango?
See, this one smells, but really good, but it's also deceiving because it's not sweet. It's like a semi-dry to very dry.
This is a slice of good homemade cherry pie in a glass.
See, I'm gonna love mine.
It's got like that thick cherry jammy consistency, and then on the back of the tongue as you sip, like that's where the cinnamon teases you, and yet it still has that little bready finish to it.
See, I ordered a lot of pastry stouts in the crate that is currently active.
This is definitely what I would say is a pastry sour.
That just sounds good.
Cherry kettle sour beer is what they call it. And I mean, the light on my computer doesn't do this justice, but
No,
in person, this color is beautiful. It is a ruby red. And it's amazing. Just the amount of cinnamon that's in this, like, really puts that cherry flavor over the top.
Yeah, because the one that we both have, which is the double berry shake. I do. Let's see. I have a feeling that one's gonna be interesting to say the least. The color, but next to the can, looks amazing. Let's see. I just love the artwork of the Maibach.
That was another reason why I got that one too. Yeah.
The Photolicious I chose because you suggested that one.
Yeah, I was way too interested in the hops that I use on that one, because with me being an IPA-centric hophead, I have learned what hop varieties I tend to prefer in my beers, and that Photolicious has it.
I'm actually shocked I managed to get a Texas brew on Tavor.
Oh, the 903?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I saw Texas brews on 903 on Tavor, it was a 903 slushy. I've seen one Jester King also on Tavor there.
Oh wow. Yeah, it says the Neapolitan slushy is an average of 4.31 on Tavor itself, but I'm guessing because it sells out.
So I'm writing my Untapped review of this Cherry Fandango. You better believe I'm referring to Scaramouche.
Now, the pastry stout that we have in this crate, well, we have two pastry stouts, but no, we have one pastry stout and a pastry sour. The peanut butter hazelnut caramel chocolate cake. I'm really looking forward to that.
Let's see. Can I get a picture of Genshin Scaramouche up on the screen for my checking here?
I can just search Google.
I'm doing it too.
Because you can always link it to me. I can always just show up on screen. I'll leave it up to you.
I got it. My boy.
Is that what he said, or is that what she said?
That's what I said. That is what I said.
I can't resist, man.
Damn, is the Scaramouche artwork not lit?
I'll say this is very close to like an imperial tasting, just because of this how strong it is.
Yeah.
Because you can tell once it hits a certain way just based on taste. It's very like semi-dry. If it was sweet, I wouldn't know how strong it was. But with it being as dry as, you can taste how strong it is. I will say my meat is definitely stronger tasting than this. Say that much. You're better off just linking it in Discord.
I got it. The ultimate Genshin weeb Untapped check-in.
Oh, you're using that for Untapped as well.
Yes, I am, buddy.
I can see that. I think I was the one who actually recommended that to you, though. Because whenever I see like a pie flavored beer, I recommend it just because like this has got to be good. I've never had one that hasn't been good, but I would have to scroll through because it's at least been a week or so. I link beers to you that I find like the peanut butter one, and you did add it. It was like I guarantee you thought it was good just looking at it. I'm really sad that I only get the chance to have one glass of that peanut butter stout from Saucer that night. It was gone the next day.
So for my review for this beer on Untapped, I'm just literally quoting Bohemian Rhapsody. Scaramouche, can you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening.
Let's. I thought or we could have talked about it on stream too when we were adding stuff. If it's not shown in picture, we talked about it then. Which, what a glorious beard. Ted Cruz ate my son. Welcome to the hell, Raven. I told you it was a glorious beard. Never doubt the beard. Or the beer. Especially when the beer has a turkey with a middle finger.
Yeah. Let me show you like just how like fucking cringe weeb I am on this fucking Untapped app. I'm about to show you the picture that
This is the beer, Raven. It's the feisty Redhead. Hibiscus cherry blonde.
Can you see the Scaramouche in the background?
Okay, I'm gonna put that in screen real quick, and I'll move it over to just the show on stream real quick. With your shitty Mac choices.
Fuck off.
Because your Mac sucks.
No, I just bought it. It doesn't suck. I bought it because my Mac before did suck because it was 10 years old. Because this is not the computer that I intend to actually like do shit with.
Yeah. I like how Streamlabs is saying, hey, modify I don't have the mod set for Streamlabs. I'll deal with that next time. Do I have that set up? I don't. Mod me. Oh yeah, Raven. I forgot to ask, and I'm pretty sure you mentioned it before. You watch anime, right? So I may add you to the group chat tomorrow, and you could probably join us for the anime discussion stream. It's usually at 6 p.m. on Sundays every week. Yeah, we can use a fresh face.
I'm sending the tweet I just made to you.
Oh god.
This is the ultimate crossover in my adventures as a weeaboo and an alcoholic.
I don't know if I have the picture to describe that. I'm going to respond later. Did he just No, he did. Trust me, he did it. It was on Twitter, and neither of us have him remotely on Twitter. So,
Oops. I deleted it.
You fucked up, didn't you?
I did fuck up.
As the wise words of Uncle Roger, you fucked up.
I done fucked.
He does have a Twitter, Raven, but thankfully he never gave it to us.
Who?
Marcel.
Does he really?
Yeah, he mentioned it before, but he never gave it. I'm kind of glad he didn't.
Wait.
I would have been trolling the fuck out of it by this point. Because entertainment purposes. You're gonna redo that tweet, aren't you?
I am going to redo that tweet.
You have a picture of yourself in the background?
No, it was not quite that so much as some of the other fan arts I had saved on my desktop at the time. I had
Oh.
too many cat boys.
Oh, you're talking like the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
I clicked, I'm like, oh.
I have a problem.
Yeah, great. Now you have Raven's attention for Catboys.
Yeah, cat boy supremacy.
Let's see. Catboys be best boys. What do you mean?
Yes! Yes! There we go. That's a little bit better.
I bet. Let's see. I need to upload this. Change media. There we go. Change that. Let's see. I'm changing. I'm gonna deal with this later. I'm fixing stuff on here at the same time because I was downloading new overlays. And yeah. I found one that actually suits myself as a warlock. Not gonna lie on that one. Check this. Oh. Should I be afraid? I'm going to then. You tag me, I'm gonna tag the person who's going to enjoy it more. Just because I can. But yeah, I'll add you to the Discord group probably after the stream for tomorrow. So it'll be at 6 p.m. We're all at Central Time, so it's easier for all of us to remember. We tend to go off topic a lot because
that's what you're supposed to do in a podcast.
Well, consider the fact I named everything the Chaos Brigade for everything for me on Twitch. That kind of suits our mentality. Or in terms of me and Raven, we are Yeet.
We are Yeet.
We are Yeet. Yes. Streamlabs still keeps saying, please refrain. I'm gonna fix that because I don't really care about the caps. It asks me to allow the message. I really don't care. I don't. I do need to fix that setting for the alert. Donations, media, change media. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I know. it I had changed it to say yeet for anyone who donates, and it says the Gurda for following. I'm not gonna lie, I found a soundboard, and I downloaded the file and I converted it into a OGG file to actually upload for Streamlabs. I had to look that up because I didn't know actually what to do. Yeah, I've had 2 followers today. One was actually asking me if we were playing Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
To be fair, there is you say professional, there's still an idea. And you still haven't talked to Yada about that idea.
Nani?
The podcast name?
Oh, anything but professional?
Yeah.
So I discussed it with Dan and Richie, because Dan is part of the podcast as well, and he was like, "Yeah, that sounds like a really good name. Like, does anybody have that yet?" And I'm just like, "I don't think so."
Did you mention that we were thinking about it?
Yeah, I did. Because he does a politics podcast called Beyond Party Lines, and he was like, I thought this name was a little derivative. I'm like, Beyond Party Lines? Nobody took that yet?
But it sounds like a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, Dan's good. Like Dan is one of the most intelligent people I know.
I'm just the most random person.
I mean, you and me are just like.
We are yeet.
two fucking normies.
I mean, my background says otherwise with all the figures and
every normie has their skeletons in the closet.
I mean, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, my light novels, my figures, the Mortal Kombat arcade system, my mage staff in the corner.
My half a terabyte of lewd dojins that I have in my external hard drive.
I'm not shocked at that one. I have a feeling I know what's in your closet already, Raven. So.
Or wait, is he
get? Yeah, he's talking to us on the Twitch.
If I had a Twitch account, I'd be commenting on it too.
Yeah, I know. Then you'd be following me on Twitch.
I guess at this point I need to get one, don't I?
Sometimes let's see, if you have Amazon Prime as well, you can link it up. If you do, you can link it up with Twitch, and you give a free sub to a streamer once a month. It's not gonna really affect me because I'm not an affiliate or a partner, so it doesn't really help me at all. But there's a lot of like small streamers I guarantee that are struggling that would actually really help.
Okay.
Like yeah, again, I'm barely starting, but I still support the smaller streamers that are busting their butts. I mean, 6 hours of Call of Duty last night.
That sounds like pain.
It was actually enjoyable. The only thing that wasn't enjoyable, and I want to discuss this more, and Raven will discuss this with tomorrow as well. We had to deal with lag switchers at the end. Once they're getting their ass kicked, then lag.
That's why I stopped playing that shit, dude.
Well, it's crossplay, so you're dealing with console players as well as PC players. Oh yeah, like didn't you give me the pic? Did you the same picture that you sent me before?
Yeah,
Ruby. Because I have to look into that because they sent me a picture. Was it in our group chat? Maybe. Yeah, there it is. Was it your 70 and 9? If so, I have that picture still. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna link it quick, and I'm not gonna really by showing a screen because I could keep flipping shit back and forth. It's really annoying. I'll link it to you real quick. That was from our match. One of our last ones.
Oh.
You can also see our clan tag. We are Yeet.
I always have gone by AKA. That was the clan that I originally ran with back when I started playing games.
Yeah, 70 and 9. Yeah, you had your attack plane too. That helped you at the end. Supporting me as I was going in, just going full Yeet. I do need to fix those stupid Streamlabs settings. I'm gonna fix that for tomorrow. I'm gonna fix that to prevent the whole caps thing, 'cause I don't care about the caps that much. I don't. I mean, I have my rules plain as day. No politics. No racism. Yeah, pretty much. I'll worry about that then. And I can always have a couple watching the chat with me. Yeah, I don't want any of those. Yeah, I want a full equality overall for my stream. I don't want to see anything, because that's not welcome. Yeah, there will be no transphobes allowed. None of that.
None. Get out, turf.
No. Yeah, that's. I think the only thing I had a chance to mention that is that the whole when Raven mentioned taking estrogen again is what probably also sent Marcel off the deep end.
Really?
I have a 13. I still have that recorded, by the way. I haven't done anything with that footage, that whole story before you left to Walgreens, before my power went out that day. I still have that footage. Because I said to record because I didn't have my hardware settings fixed yet. Yeah, your power went out after mine did when I came back and we were gaming. I want to finish this off because the fourth beer is gonna probably make it's gonna intrigue you. It's gonna probably intrigue Raven.
Oh.
Because it is from Martin House.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm in danger.
That's me every day. I'm married. This is the way to go. One of two ways: you will pop off, or
you signed up for this. You put a ring on it, man.
no. I think it was the beer for that one.
You put a ring on it, bro.
I signed a death certificate. What are you talking about?
You put a ring on it. You put a ring on that, man. I'm pretty sure she was doing that to you before that, too.
I wonder. I'm gonna try hitting that real quick. I'm gonna see if I can. Was it /mod stream?
Yeah, because our friend on the chat got bollocked for typing in all caps.
Yeah.
Which is stupid. That's what?
I'm going through this. Trying to figure out. It actually gives me a lot of options too. Huh. You can actually set. You can set a lot of this. Grant moderators. I mean, I would rather. There. If I make No, you're not gonna get timed out because if I make you a mod on here, it won't be an issue.
Hey.
Plus, you're already said you're gonna be trying to help me out with this because this is pretty much my job anyway. Now, we are Yeet.
We are Yeet.
Now remember, well, you may not get this rep. No, you might get this reference. I keep linking you by videos anyway. Now remember, Raven, that Skrank gang is still a threat. Indeed. But yeah, I'm waiting for to finish that beer. But I have space pizza. Pizza beer from Martin House.
I am so scared.
I've had one of these already.
Is it a pizza beer?
It really is, actually.
Is it? Oh
no. When you ever come back to Texas,
no.
visit Martin House. It is actually a pizza beer. It's also the same one that has the pickle beer.
Yeah, they've done the pickle beer. They've done the ranch.
The buffalo wing sauce.
They made a beer. They made a beer that was flavored with Cracker Jacks one time, and it was amazing.
Oh, they had one that was based off of it, and I bought the snacks. You know those like cookies and cream checks, like they have one of those like that. That's called I think it was called like it was trash. The way they named it, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
I also Raven, in July, me and Haru over here will be heading to Oklahoma City for breweries. Hold on, I'm gonna have to channel like just the vibe.
Yeah.
I have the gift of that too. Yeah, we're going to a lot of different breweries and just places. Because the two of us have a birthday 3 days apart from each other.
He's July 7th. I'm July 10th.
So we decided like, oh, that's perfect because his birthday's on Saturdays. Like we can just take Friday through Sunday off and do what we were originally planning for. Well, I mean, if you're coming down here, you can always pick me up, and I don't mind going, even in May. But May 20. Oh yeah, you're coming down here in May or June anyway. Visiting for parties, and it's not parties. Was it a party? Maybe. I don't even remember what the hell I ate this morning. Oh yeah, you're going to that Trans Fest. Yeah. Mm. Okay, that actually gets better when you go deep down. Like the half of it, it was just dry. All that flavor was like deep down in there.
Man, this beer is like thick like a cherry pie.
That's what she said. Hey, you're not getting timed out anymore. Looks like me making a mod fix the whole Streamlabs bullshit.
Dude. This beer is making me do the fandango.
Wait. I love hitting that. Yeah. Raven can see that because I have the whole to be continued. Hang on, you'll be right back? Okay. Well, we'll still be here. I mean, we still have one more beard overall per... I guess you have your stout next.
Am I going to do a stout next?
Well, I mean, I said you're going to do a stout unless you have something similar to this.
I don't have a pizza beer per se, so
I would definitely it's definitely a flavored beer. It's definitely comparable to a like an IPA or something. It's very similar to an IPA in terms of just basicness.
I would not.
But definitely not compared to an IPA, but it has like the same color, feel to it. I'll show once I get this taken care of. I'm gonna see if I can make the trash can.
I just can't picture like how they would successfully nail the tomato and cheese part of it.
Ironically, this is a beer that you don't want to chug. You want to sip it. You don't want to. This is something you can't chug. I'll tell you that flat out. Take your time with it. You gotta take your time.
It's like the people that can chug like a michelada.
Nah. You're not fluent in beer. I get that, Raven. But if you join us, you'll open your world to better things.
We all start somewhere.
I mean, I started with a lot of the sours because I enjoyed. I like sour food, not sour foods, but sour candy, sour drinks.
It is. It actually is. Because apparently hops are full of estrogen.
Oh, you're actually you're looking at the chat.
I am.
But this is a good beer. I can't imagine like all the other stuff from Hop Fusion directly from a tap.
And I'm not gonna and I'm a man, but I'm not gonna deny myself good flavor just because it has estrogen in it. I mean, I've had people call me a pussy because at Starbucks because I like salted caramel mochas. So.
Who cares? I mean, again, it's more of go with what you like. Who cares what people think?
If the flavor is good, why the fuck do you deny yourself that?
Exactly. Again, it's for me, like salted caramel is good in general. I mean, hell, I linked you to the salted caramel coffee from Bones.
Because masculinity.
Here's the thing. I didn't really ever care about that whole bullshit with masculinity. I'm just me.
Yeah, just like
I was never a person who.
That's a whole thing, man. It's like Normie's got their fucking standards, but I didn't like living by that, so I just did my own thing. And
I never conformed to what anybody wanted. I always did what I wanted, and that's also why I have a lot of enemies.
Yeah, because like social constructs, for example, like dude, you know how many times like I got like the stink eye like at the parties when I was a kid because I like paid extra for like the one guy that was like able to buy shit for us, and like I was like I want Sam Adams instead, and like people are like, why do you want fucking Sam Adams? We're all drinking Bud Light. I'm like, because I want to drink shit that actually tastes good.
Oh, Sam Adams is good. If again for me, a beer
like,
that I have to get.
Dude, when you're 19, that shit is the best tasting beer that you could possibly ever fucking have. Yeah, Bud Light is fucking terrible.
It really is. You wouldn't think anything of this pouring it in normally.
When it's so hard to masculinity, I became a trans cat girl. I just want to be if everybody could just be like either trans cat girls or femboy cat boys, the
like
world would be a better place.
Smelling it, you can smell the cheese, you can smell the oregano.
This beer, this apocalypse beer.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you right now, drinking this, you would think that you're drinking a Supreme pizza.
Oh god.
Because you could taste actually the onions, bell peppers,
really?
You could taste olives in there too.
So you get the whole Supreme pizza in a glass there.
Not that bad, but something you want to sip, you don't want to chug it because the aftertaste, same thing as just smelling it. Who needs actual pizza? I'm not gonna lie, if I had to choose between a pizza beer and a pizza, I'm gonna always go for the pizza.
How about having pizza with the pizza beer?
I wish I had pizza. I still have 3 of these, I say 3 because one is reserved for you.
Oh no! Oh no!
What did cancel out each other? Actually, you'd be surprised. Pizza actually goes well with beer overall.
Yeah, but what about a pizza beer versus a pizza?
I mean, depends on what kind of pizza you get. Now, if you're getting a pizza from Vector, that could be interesting.
But what's I imagine this is not gonna be a good answer, but what's the best pizza place that you have out in Childress?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather go to Little Caesars.
Wow.
We have Pizza Slut, which is shitty.
Pizza Hut or Pizza Slut?
I'm calling it Pizza Hut is pretty much Pizza Slut. It's the same shit.
Because if there's a place called Pizza Slut, I'm 100% buying from that.
I call it Pizza Slut because it's just shitty.
The Pizza Huts around here are okay.
I get diarrhea from the Pizza Hut here.
Fair enough.
I won't go to Pilot's Pizza because I've been food poisoned twice.
Fair.
Little Caesars has recently opened in the last couple of years.
The thing with Little Caesars is like the one around here, the one like down the street from where I live. They used to run specials like for lunch, like on weekdays. They would like sell like a box of pizza. Like, let's see, there we go. Yeah, about that, like a pizza about so big for $2. And yeah, that was a adequate lunch.
Yeah, they still do large pizzas for $5, so I'd take that any day.
Pizza Hut in Tennessee is actually better. See, I don't have a problem with the Pizza Huts around here.
I do it for here, but I also think everything is based on location.
Yeah, like it's naturally probably gonna be better in DFW than it is over in Childress.
Now I'm gonna change from pizza to everything else. Have you actually had Jersey Mike's there yet?
I'm trying to get over there, but
it is like a 5-minute fucking walk.
I've been intending to try and grab lunch there for like the last 2 weeks, and just things have not lined up.
When do you go to lunch? Because I'm gonna start spamming messages on Twitter.
Usually about 2 p.m.
Good. I'll start spamming messages about 1:50.
Go to Jersey Mike's.
See, even Raven agrees. Jersey Mike is mint.
Hey, okay, yeah, we've got another endorsement here.
That's the closest I can get because, again, I grew up in New Jersey. So, I had, like, the deli place that was right down the fucking street.
Marks.
Worst name ever. You might as well just say Jersey Crows. That actually sounds like a good name.
Hey, that's a good beer name.
It is, actually. Jersey Maru. No!
Jersey
Fuck you!
Maru.
Fuck you! But no, it's actually like a good
Win, baby! Win, baby!
Damn it. Funny thing is, Sam wouldn't give a shit.
You are getting peer pressured into this shit, bro.
That's about average for me, considering conventions. We see this shit constantly.
Just wait till they see our $50 Frontier challenge.
Oh yeah, we both have to record on our phones, and then you're gonna have to send me the put the footage on the laptop so I can do a whole video on it.
All right, yeah, all right. I mean, I could probably get a GoPro by then.
Because I'm going to use my I do need to get a GoPro for that. Wait till I'm 3 to 5 years on estrogen and I will pass flawlessly. Well, I will genuinely wish you best, and hopefully that will actually happen for you. You have 4 GoPros, 1 for each angle for you. Ooh.
Nah.
Just stab.
I need a 360-degree angle for my GoPros.
For DEFCON 1 if it's needed.
DEFCON 1?
I understand the message on that, it's just spelt wrong. I'm pretty sure.
I'm from a military family, so DEFCON 1 means a different thing for me that I'm sure that you're referring to.
It's probably the same thing. Probably like just... Okay, you reset me the tweet. I like how you cleared up the images.
Oh, it's a music Music Festival. Okay. Netherlands? NL?
Ah, okay. DEF CON 1 2016.
In show.
Let's see.
Yep. Yeah. Oh,
Two
yep.
and a half 2.5 hours, and I'm 4 beers in.
Damn, it's already 9 o'clock. Yeah. Holy crap.
Usually we haven't gone through this many beers, but we're just having fun.
But I mean, this is also a dedicated beer drinking stream. So.
This is fair enough. It's also meant for reviewing. Again, I still recommend craft breweries for anyone.
Support your local brewery if you are a brew drinker.
No shit. Let's see. It was in Chile.
Chile, okay.
There's also one. Let's see. This said Chile. There's one in Australia. But Australia was the official end show.
No, I'll link y'all.
I just searched Google, so thankfully, anything I search on Google doesn't show on stream.
I was gonna say, like, I'll gladly go out of my way to what is it, Voladiva or Valdiva?
Like I said, thankfully for my stream, it just shows what this screen is for us. So, oh, Discord. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's what popped up on Google. I don't want to. I'm glad.
Fuck these YouTube ads.
I have ad block. I muted YouTube because I don't want anything popping up for obvious reasons.
That is quite the stage.
That looks amazing, though.
Yeah, dude.
YouTube Premium, baby.
I feel like YouTube Premium is extortion. No.
Good, then I'm taking both of y'all next year. It totally is. I don't. Well, I still need to get my passport. Is the thing too. Overall,
I have my passport, so this isn't a problem for me.
I just need to get one because we're originally playing Japan next year.
Yeah, and
I just don't know how it's going to work because
in an ideal timeline. But I mean, should things start clearing up? I mean, I have my vaccine already, and it's been 2 weeks.
I can't get mine in this town.
Starting at the end of this month, everybody in the state of Texas is eligible. So,
well, Childress overall is limiting to what they want. So,
yeah,
that's why Sam hasn't even gotten her first shot. She still works at Walmart dealing with all this shit.
That's fucking ridiculous. But Japan is not making itself open for Olympics. They're basically still closed borders, but should they offer a vaccine passport that allows me to go in this year, I'm gonna go. I just want to get the fuck out of this country for a bit.
Yeah, I need to still get a sheet from the post office because I ironically already have a copy of both my certificate and social security card on a paper. I can just copy again.
That should ostensibly be enough.
Should. I have what I need.
Man, it was a pain in the ass to get my passport.
Yeah, I have the stuff I need in the room. In fact, I have it set aside in one of my little things up top.
All right, so I am dry on both my beer and my water. So let us choose one last beer for our glorious inaugural beer stream.
I still need to take a picture of this because I still have 4 beers I'll have to review later for Untapped. Going with your Ray family in Houston or in Orlando.
Hey, Houston, 3 hours down the road. Some very good breweries around that area if you're interested.
Thing is, if I'm going anywhere down there, I would really just meet up with you, literally in Mesquite, and not have to worry about the rest of.
Dude,
Already a 4-hour drive to where you live.
I want you to attend OniCon so bad. Like it is the best balance of just like coastal tourism and an anime convention as possible.
Well, I'm still gonna ask if I can get that
I'm
cosplay ready by
I'm
then.
not fond of Houston except for their beer, their food, and Galveston Island.
See, the only way to be able to go is if I were to somehow by then us have like a halfway point for Sam to drop me off. To then you'd obviously take me back, and then I'd just be going with you and your mom to your usual trip down there, and
Yeah.
then it's just buying a. And we both be buying a pass at the same time.
Which I go every November. I even went last year.
Then I would look up Onicon then, Raven. Look up Onicon for this year. That's gonna be around the time when
Dude, it is the best cosplay shoots on the planet because the convention center that Onicon takes place at is literally across Seawall Boulevard from the Gulf of Mexico.
Because I know, and this is if you're interested, like for Anime Frontier, which is in December for Fort Worth. Because me, Haru.
If I'm gonna drive from Tennessee, I may just as well get you on my way. Ooh, that is a long way out of the way from Tennessee.
I can tell you this.
It's always a nightmare.
He's gonna have nothing to do with any of
Tell it to
this.
somebody who's known him since he was 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Raven knows much longer than that. But yeah, Frontier is already a guarantee for us. I still have a free pass. Actually, I still have a free pass.
Even if the convention doesn't go on, we're just gonna hang the fuck out in Fort Worth.
Because
oh, don't talk to me about semi trucks. I'm kind of triggered about semi trucks.
Especially with what happened recently. And before that, your sister. But
yeah.
Driving,
I would like to think is second nature for me, but yeah, I'm reconsidering my whole life right now.
Because I got my pass, Sam has hers, and because they rolled over, I had an extra 2 passes to give out. I redeemed one for myself, and I gave the other one to Haru, who redeemed it. So I still have a free pass.
Not a midlife crisis I reckoned to a big rig about a month ago. We will not discuss the circumstances further.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
But yeah, I have an extra pass. Because me and Sam had both bought our passes. When we chose to roll over, for each pass we bought, we got an extra pass. Because we're still going, Haru gets to keep his free pass, which will be mailed. And to the 4th badge, we mailed to me with mine and Sam's.
Dude, mail-in passes should have been a thing around in the con scene here like 5 years ago. It's amazing that Frontier is like the first to do it just across the board instead of for like the premium members.
Yeah, so I'll have the extra pass with me, so you don't have to waiting in line for all that crap. Everything's gonna be straight up mailed up.
Like LineCon 2018.
Oh, fuck, that pissed me off. I mean, the convention that
what was the whole point of getting there like the day early for them to just fuck that whole thing up?
But yeah, you'll have a free pass without having to worry about paying for it. So I could always let Ruby know because Ruby had been asking if there was another person joining us in the room. So there'd be, well, including you, be, let's see, what pronouns do you want me to use for you? Since you did mention. I know for at least the guaranteed males, it'd be me and Marshall. She, her, okay. I wanted to make sure because I kept saying they, just because I'm trying to be respectful. I didn't know. I didn't get a chance to ask you.
Yeah. They is a coverall if you don't know. But...
Yeah, I was being respectful. Like what? Yeah. So she, her. So just like Ruby, who's also just like you then, and then my wife will be joining us. So yeah, no problem. Yeah, I've always tried to be respectful. The first person who came out to me who changed, was severely disrespectful in that regard. Someone who I knew for years, all of a sudden, hey, yeah, this happened, and yeah, I would mess up on occasion because all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm gonna fuck up.
I mean, it was kind of hard because I had known Ruby for like what, a year.
Well, this was Sabrina. This was Sabrina.
Sabrina, yeah.
Not Ruby. Ruby was easy because I always called her Ruby. That was easy.
Well, the thing is, I knew Ruby was like a cross player for a bit there, but when she finally like said like no, I'm trans, I was just like that. Like I had known her as dead name for a year and a half, so that was just like it was a hard adjustment to make because Ruby was like the first like trans person that I had like associated with on like a regular basis.
Yeah, and so it was Ruby was easier for me. With Sabrina, it was hard, and yeah, I fucked up. But when you text me and my wife saying, "Hey, you need to start using the pronouns of what needs to be said," like, excuse me, I ignore it. I didn't.
But I mean, it's just like it's just treat like it's just like just treating people with just basic fucking dignity. Like it takes so much more to just be like an asshole to be an asshole and be and like misgender or dead name somebody than to just be like, no, I respect I respect this, and I'm going to acknowledge you as what you want to be acknowledged.
See, it was that, and also messing up the name because I had been speaking with Sabrina, who was, I'm not gonna mention the old name, for obvious reasons. I've tried to remember.
Don't dead name.
So that's why I was like, I'm gonna say Sabrina, who I still have on Facebook. I just don't talk. It's like
last time I saw Sabrina was it Acon 18?
It was Acon 18 because she had roomed with us.
Mm-hmm. No,
I do know your dead name because of Marcel. I do know, and that's what I was using before. You told me everything before, so that's why I've been calling you Raven ever since you mentioned it to me. So I've kept up for you pretty well on that. It taught me as much as I have with Ruby. It's been easier for me to actually get used to more people.
I mean, because at the end of the day, like with like, no matter what, like how people change, like if they want to go by a different name, they want to go by a different identity than what it was when I met them. So be it. Like
it was actually as soon as you said Raven when we talked,
it's so much easier to just treat people with just the respect and the dignity they deserve than to just go out of your way to be an asshole.
Yeah, as soon as you mentioned Raven, the day that Sam walked into the room, we were playing Call of Duty when I was plugging in her cord for her iPod. It was easy for me. It's like, oh, and then I wanted to ask because then you mentioned a few other things. I'm like, I want to ask, but I don't know when to ask. I'm like, well, you just mentioned it here now, so it's like, oh, okay, well, I was doing the right thing then.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then, like, it was really fun with one of my best friends. It was really like not a exact 1-to-1 experience, but like when like I was finding out that like one of my best friends was gay, I was just like, like, hey, like dudes, bro? And he's just like, yeah. And he was like, all right, cool. And I was just like, just left it at that, and I'm still best friends with the guy to this day. Like, honesty and treating each other with dignity, treating each other with respect, it's easier than just.
The only time I've messed up with Ruby, which I didn't even notice I messed up last week, was because I was talking with two of you at once, so I went with
guys or something like that.
Yeah, I went with he instead of she, because I thought I was talking to you when I was talking to her.
Well,
so
that's the thing. Like, is I always feel bad like whenever like I like leave the chat early and like it's you, Ruby, and Ray on, because I'll be like, see you guys, and then as soon as I like get out of chat, I'm just like, oh fuck, like not everybody. There was a guy like like I worry about that, but
well, a lot of times we've been trying to stop it. I usually stop the streaming by then, if all of us are at a certain point. So that hasn't been an issue.
Yeah,
but as the issue for Sabrina, I was messing up on the name because when you tell me the moment you visit me and you start this, and it's like, hey, you're gonna be calling me this. After knowing someone for over 10 years, it's more of
it is a genuinely like because I had known Ruby by her dead name for over like a year and a half or 2 years. Like by the time that she wanted to be called by Ruby and as she, and it was because that was the first time that I've ever had to make an adjustment like that for a friend.
Yeah, and I also already added you, Raven, to the group chat. So when I start the I always start with a video. I always start like a video call because that's what I did with me and Haru here.
Yeah, just so we can like fine tune audio, fine tune video, stuff like that.
Like audio is fine. It's usually determining who has what because I have the audio set. It's if I have an update, then I have to test it because it defaults all my fucking settings.
Oh, dude! Every time I log into Discord, it's always updates.
Yeah, it does it to Ray on occasion and Sam. It will default their settings
every week. That's the issue with me.
While I was in Florida, everyone who grew up with me, I connect. Yeah, that was what the issue was with me and Sabrina. But the way that she went about it, it's more of I always go out of my way to support and help, and just doing that, and just overall the treatment during the entire con.
Like that was the thing was ACON, like not ACON, A-Fest 2019, where like you, me, and Ruby like were hanging out a lot that weekend.
Yeah.
And by the time Ruby was like she was Ruby, she, her, and I was not aware of that at the beginning of the week, but at the end of the week I was just like, oh shit, like I just realized I've been kind of fucking up for a bit of this weekend here.
Well, she understands that a lot of people it can be hard, but for me, who was always knowing that name, it was easier for me, especially considering I was cosplaying with her.
Yeah, well, I wasn't. So anytime I saw Ruby, it was usually like after a cosplay shoot that y'all two did, or on the way to one. So that was like the first time like where I was just really like putting that shit into perspective, I guess you would say.
Oh, what was this? It was a fishing snack.
Oh,
it's a fish. It's like a fish ball, and it's filled with.
You ate the flesh of Christ.
It's filled with fish roe from Iceland.
You ate the flesh of Christ.
I am Christ.
Blasphemy. Call upon.
We are Yeet Christ.
Bring up a glass of water and make it into wine if you are so sure of yourself.
We are yeet Christ. I'm more likely to throw the glass of water. Just smash through everything.
Alright, so I need one more beer.
Mm-hmm.
What shall I do? Stout?
Stout. Go for a dark one. You haven't done that yet.
Alright, let's do it. Be back in a minute.
Yep. I will hit my little button here. Yeah, go ahead. Grab a beer, Raven. We'll still be here. Gotta have one for the homies. Yeah. I know you're here. I know Ray is the second person who is listening in. Which I know Ray is listening in, but if he actually has his laptop with him with headphones, Ray, you have lost the game. Also, Ray does not know Dway. Dway is to yeet through everything, everyone. We are yeet. That Scrape Gang is still a threat, though. By the time you are here, though, that raspberry mead will already be set to bottle up. The blueberry is an experimentation process, so I'm still dealing with that. But I'm going to let that sit for a couple months, and when I do a reading, I'll also be doing a taste test like I did the raspberry, because the raspberry was already set to go. I just back sweetened it. I had dry hopped it with citra hops, which best choice I made. I'm going to let it age for about 2 months, and I'll do another reading and taste test. What do you bring us, oh, Haru of the Beard?
So I apparently did not have any stouts left in my fridge.
Ooh, you hate to see it.
But,
what do you have?
I'm very excited about what I have.
Attention, please. Does that say tea?
Yeah, attention, please. Double IPA by the Mad Geniuses from Nashville, Tennessee, Bearded Iris Brewing Company. These guys are some of the best in the nation.
There you go. You might want to pay attention to this beer there, Raven.
Oh, Nash Vegas. Cashville, baby. All right, Bearded Iris. I've had a handful of beers from Bearded Iris, and they are all so good. So.
Oh, is it storming by you there, Raven, again?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, you constantly check the weather, so.
Yep. Yeah, the Deep South has been the subject of a few severe thunderstorm outbreaks in the last week.
Yeah, because Raven
35
lives
minutes.
35 minutes south of Nashville.
Yeah, yeah, you were having some fun with those storm forecasts a couple nights ago, weren't you?
Yeah, her power went out the same not that the same day mine went out across the entire town.
Mm.
Mine had gone out after right as she came back from Walgreens.
Raven lives right smack in the middle of what storm chasers like to call, and this name is subject to cancel culture, but Dixie Alley, which is America's other tornado alley,
Hmm.
save for Oklahoma, Nebraska, and North Texas. Yep, yep. I actually know where Brentwood is.
I can see the radars.
Uh,
Fuck.
nice.
Yeah, I can understand you want to get
Which
out
is
of there.
fine. I mean, any like American at this point rightly just wants to get the fuck up where they're at right now. I'm totally okay with hurricanes because I live in. You shouldn't be okay with hurricanes just because you live in Florida.
Well, in this case, remember, use Operation Human Shield.
Because if Texans had like the ability to throw tornado parties, we would. Because
Hurricane parties.
I
Were you the
mean,
kind of person sitting outside with a flag as well?
oh no! I can testify that hurricane parties are a thing. My mom used to do that in Houston when she used to live there.
I stand by my statement, regardless. Currently, I'm just looking. Let's see. I mean, there's lightning near you, but it's not as
Yeah, you're
bad.
you're you're in between two thunderstorms at the moment. I've got Brentwood on
Yeah.
Weather Underground right now, and there's a storm by and there's a storm directly over Nashville International Airport, and then there's a storm over uh, Pegram, Bellevue, and Kingston Springs. So you're sandwiched in between two storms.
I will say it looks like by 11 you may get a hit of the purple on the radar, but
I'm not saying purple, but yeah, I could definitely see there being hail cores in the storm. Featured data.
yeah, I'm about to say it's future, but I'm using AccuWeather, which I prefer more than the actual weather website.
Uh, AccuWeather basically runs every single bit of weather information in the United States at this point, but some sites choose to process it differently, and that's why I like using Weather Underground.
Yeah, it's like so if you go to to the actual like weather channel, like weather.com, it's useless.
Oh, weather.
Yeah, I do remember those Razor scooters. I do remember. You take an umbrella, let the strong hurricane winds whisk you away into the night. That sounds fun. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you, Mary Poppins?
Just attach the umbrella to the scooter and just go wee.
I've seen like a video of like a dude in Florida who like just sat his ass down in like a like one of those like mop buckets. Um, and he just literally held an umbrella in front of his thing, and then held a leaf blower in front of the umbrella, and apparently that was enough to just propel him wherever he wanted to go.
Huh. Neat.
You know, you know, you know.
I feel sorry for Ray. He's got computer issues.
Every Floridian has the spirit of Florida man. And I agree with this, but the thing is that um
There's different
and
percentages of
I
Florida man.
I believe this to be true to my soul as a born and bred Texan. There are worse Texans out there every day than there are worse Florida men. It's just Florida has different laws regarding how crime gets published in that state compared to every other state. So we hear about the crazy stories in Florida more than we hear about them in Texas, California, middle of nowhere, who gives a fuck where. My favorite Florida man story is literally the one. You know how there's a meme where like you find your Florida man story by like looking up Florida man and then your birthday.
I do.
Mine that I know is still applicable to this day is Florida man gets arrested for DUI because uh he did not think that he was drinking and driving because he was stopped at every stop sign. Like let me just look it up.
Why do I feel like that is accurate?
Like just look up Florida man and then your birthday.
Florida man arrested for throwing a live alligator through a Wendy's drive-thru.
Okay, so there's a new Florida man story for Florida man July 10th. It is Florida man with no arms arrested for stabbing tourist. Florida man runs up to Charlotte County Sheriff's deputies, drops his pants. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is the story. This is the story when I originally looked it up. Florida man wasn't drinking while driving, just at stop sign.
Let's see if I type in Florida and my birthday. I'm gonna type in exact.
No, look up Florida man July 7th for you.
I was gonna type in the exact year too. Florida man. Well, there's several that pop up.
I mean, there's several that pop up for me too.
Florida man arrested after throwing firecrackers under girl's bed during a prank gone wrong.
That sounds like you. That sounds like you.
Okay, this one's also me. Florida man haunts beaches dressed as Grim Reaper. I would fucking do that.
Florida arrested accused of hitting mom on the head with a top. So my favorite Florida story has nothing to do with Florida man. There was a story about 10 years ago where a Florida family woke up in the middle of the night to the thunks of multiple things just like falling from the sky onto the roof and damaged the roof. And they looked up and they actually got up on the roof to check what had hit the roof. And it was slabs of meat, unprocessed meat, like had never been through a plant. There was just meat on their roof, and it had damaged the roof. I lived near that place.
Wow. I still think the Grim Reaper one would definitely also be me. And that was from last year. It was like shit. Wow.
Like where did this meat from the sky come from? We all saw it.
It was raining meat. It was a woman's dream.
It's raining meat. That is my favorite Florida story. Because it's just like, I don't care about Florida, man. I care about how are slabs of meat falling the kids in school over it? What?
I'm pretty sure if Florida ever saw half an inch of snow, they would cancel the entire state.
No, yeah, naturally because it's Florida. But meat falling out of the sky.
I mean, I would if it was it still eligible to be eaten? Is the thing.
Yes, it was.
I would have fucking caught some and started grilling.
I'm pretty sure knowing Florida, they probably did.
Yup. Look, I'm not gonna say no to free food. So, especially if it can be eaten.
The Lord has blessed me with this grand cut of meat.
Yeah, just put all the intestines and all that over by the politicians' houses. Let all the horrible stuff fall to them.
Hey, fuck off. The intestines are the best part.
Want to hear the part you won't hear in the news? Sure. Let us know. Ow.
Want to hear the part you won't hear in the news? Yes!
Of course we do. I'm still putting these things in the can, so I'm distracting myself. Clearing my desk off. The easiest way. The house was used as a cult.
Cultist house for Baphomet.
Wow. Interesting.
This screams of Heaven's Gate. Not even 15 miles. It is a tree called the Devil Tree. What the fuck is wrong with Florida? I keep thinking Texas needs adjustments, but goddamn.
That's the reason why it's called Florida, man.
We are Floridians. We are yeet. Yeah,
I mean,
you are.
I mean, look at the zombie incident with the bath salts.
Isn't Florida where Stop Coney Man went insane on bath salts?
Fucking yeah. Fucking zombies. No, a good zombie is a dead zombie. If we ever had a zombie apocalypse, I guarantee you the first person's affected. First ones? The Karens.
They're gonna see it, and the zombie like, can I speak to your manager? I have a love-hate relationship with my home state.
And
No.
and she seconds the.
I think Mark and me have a very just hate relationship with Texas.
I have a hate relationship with the entire fucking U.S.
Yeah, let's be fair. Yeah.
If I had the option, I would leave this fucking country.
Mm-hmm. I would just like to live in a country where like people are like they don't have to be bribed to be kind to one another, you know? In America, like you're incentivized to be an asshole right here. Like, if I mistreat these workers at the local McDonald's and the Starbucks, I might be able to get the manager to get me a free drink. Yeah.
I can't even be rude to people in any of these places unless they're rude to me personally. In which case, I'm gonna just tell them off. Now, if in a restaurant and they're like that, now if I hadn't gotten my food yet, I'll just walk out and leave. Go to a different place. Or two, they sure as hell wouldn't get a tip from me. And I tip well. Haru can tell you, I do tip well in places.
Yeah.
I
make sure my friends do because I used to be a bartender.
Yeah, but I was doing it regardless. I would ask
Yeah,
her for your
you're
opinion, but
yeah, you were doing it before I was bartender, but yeah, like some like Richie and the guys, like after I had started bartending, and I saw what they were starting to tip the guys, I was just literally just looking over their shoulder like, what the fuck, guys? And they're yeah, I tip 30%. Yeah.
yes. Oh, you saw the mask.
Gouda!
6 feet, please. I bought this so I could piss people off in stores. In
Yeah,
Texas, this would work great.
they're
I
gonna be like, why do you got an anime girl on your mask? Are you gay?
Also, there's also a second one I bought. I bought this one just because from Shield Hero.
Oh, that looks cool, actually.
You want to see my mask that works here in Tennessee? Sure.
I'm assuming that it's no mask because Tennessee.
I'm sure it'll be listed in Discord. So, yep.
I.
I'm actually not shocked.
Hey. Well, the thing is, I bet most people in Tennessee like don't even know what that actual like banner means. Just like, oh, it's pink and blue, huh?
That's true, but I know, but oh, they
They
do know.
do. They do. I mean, good people should know what that flag means and should respect it. But
Yeah, but then you have the bigots that also know they're just extremely disrespectful.
the the 4 chanting type.
And this is why I always concealed. Yeah, I can understand. I understand entirely.
Uh, yeah.
Self defense. I mean,
Um, I'm one of those lefties that really likes guns. So yeah, because I hate everybody else in my state, with the exception of Mark and Sam, of course, and and Ruby. But
and Raven's also an army vet, so
oh, okay. Uh, thank you.
which I didn't know until now. So
I'm from military family, so thank you.
my grandfather was also in the army, so apparently my so-called father
Oh,
was, but
the fun thing is I'm now getting a lot of I'm now getting like a lot of my family, which are also like used to be on like in the like, oh, America, fuck yeah, like bandwagon, like being like, oh, I want to move out of the country too.
yeah, I'm actually shocked on how much your mom agreed with the shit I said. I'm shocked. I wasn't expecting that.
Mom told me like what was it, 2 weeks ago, like she was looking at moving to like Spain or Portugal.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked because I could say whatever I was saying and your mom agreed with me.
And
I
the,
was shocked.
and the thing is like 10 years ago, that was not a talk that was gonna be had.
Yeah, you wanted to move to Japan. Mine is between Japan or
Oh,
Ireland.
I just want to move to Japan just because I'm a man that loves both mountains and coast. I like being sandwiched in between both of those. I love. I do like. I like how just traversing a course of mountains in Japan can bring me in between Houston and can bring me in between Boston as far as climate is concerned. Because I'm in love with Shizuoka. I am in love with that town. It is amazing, and it's in between both Tokyo and Nagoya and Kyoto and Osaka. But it's not as like it's not like jam packed. But the food in Shizuoka, my God, so
One thing for
I've flown through Oregon. It's nice. I've been through I've been through Oregon. I've been through Washington and Vancouver, like on the way over through there. Yeah, the Pacific Northwest is pretty. It's just America. That's the problem.
I think
Yeah,
Sam
yeah.
has
Or
been through Oregon, but
driving through Oregon. The brewery I used to work at. One of the ex brewers, who is no longer with the company and split off quite controversially, but whatever. He just before the pandemic struck and before he quit, as a result, he went on a trip to Oregon to see some of the hop farms out there, and the pictures that he took from those farms was just amazing. I know a person that lives in Connecticut, so I can't avoid it.
oh, they just added a figure on Ami Ami that you're gonna want.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Not my wallet! Not my wallet!
It's cheap. I linked it to you in Discord.
Oh no! Oh no!
I've heard
What?
nothing but bad things about Connecticut, and I had former friends who lived there.
I have.
And I had one person
Oh.
who I know one person who does live there, but he pretty much moved to Korea in a way. South Korea to be exact. Because that's where his I don't know if he's still with the same girl.
Seen on my waifu.
Yeah, that's cheap. $20.
Yeah.
You said your wallet. I'm sorry, that is cheap.
It is. Because the last figure you sent me was like $200.
That was a
My
full on statue.
wallet!
That was a full on statue.
I want to go to South Korea. It's just there's so much in Japan that I have yet. I have okay stationed there. Where in Korea were you stationed? Because I have friends that were stationed all over there about that time period too.
I sadly don't have Jeopardy music to play while waiting.
Yeah. Two of my very best friends were stationed over in South Korea about that time. Camp Castle Army Base in Daegu City, South Korea. Let's see. My friends were stationed at Daegu. Let's see. Um, Korean. You Army Base. Yeah, Google. Google is your friend. Non Camp Humphreys. One was stationed at Ulsan, and then the other was stationed at um.
Wow. Not too fond of that happening. Yeah, I can see your message, Raven, but I don't know why it's acting like this. Yeah, I can't see him either. There he goes. Now he's back. I don't know if that was from my. It may have been from my end with it acting up.
Well, that was good timing then.
Yeah, because I saw your mom briefly, then it acted up again.
Well, food.
Oh. It also, well, it could have been me because it was also, unless you stopped your webcam for a second there.
I didn't.
It was on my end then. But it didn't tell me exactly why in the notifications.
Oh, that rice is hot.
You got Panda Express, didn't you?
No.
No?
No. Home cooking.
Gotcha. Okay, at least it's fully back.
Home cooking with a little bit of a Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce that you can apparently buy by the bottle at the grocery stores around here now.
I still can't support Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna say it that way.
A friend of mine gave me this bottle because there's like, I bought too many bottles of this. You want one? I'm just like, sure.
Fair enough, so it's free for you. I still won't support that company.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Just because of their donations in recent years.
Shitty politics.
Yeah, just they're anti-LGBTQ plus. So no, I won't support that. With how many friends I have that are like that.
I'd be willing to bet that they threw money behind the politicians that supported the basically the voting ban in Georgia now.
Probably. Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. That doesn't shock me.
Not at all.
Voter suppression.
We're a democracy, but yeah, we make it harder to vote than it is to buy a gun.
That's why I'm not fond of a few things I'm not fond of, but
Me too.
I've discussed that before though, so there's no point in me constantly discussing again. I can always discuss it with Raven when we play Call of Duty tonight.
Yeah.
Which will probably be in a little bit, because we'll probably stop, because it was over before it restarted the stream. It was over almost 4 hours anyway. Because we've been doing it since 6:30.
Yep, roughly 6:30.
So we can easily wrap this up, and I'll get a snack, and then Raven and I will be starting up for Call of Duty.
Hey, you want to wrap? Yeah, you want to wrap this up within about 10 minutes here?
Yeah, it says there, but Streamlabs had it a little bit longer, but
yeah, I see 3:23 right.
Yeah,
now.
I will say that as well. Either way, good stream for this. It'll probably be around that much tomorrow anyway. With an extra fresh face for this, could be a good one.
It's really nice having somebody to talk to on the chat.
And the thing is, I'm very responsive to anyone who has ever responded to in chat. I'm always responsive.
Yeah.
But
enjoy that while you're still a small streamer, because should you blow up, then
well, I would have usually, if I'm in Discord, I would have someone with me voice wise and letting me know if I if I miss something.
Yeah.
Plus, if I have the audio set for like any sort of bits or donations, I'll hear it immediately. So, let's see, I know it was Ray and Raven that tuned in. Ray was listening while distracting from the screen issue on his laptop. I mean, I could find various things for you to do. But no, Ray's usually sometimes around. Haru would be around if I needed somebody. You, Sam, even. I've got plenty.
I'll be around here about roughly the same time tomorrow.
Yeah, 6 p.m. is usually when we do our streams anyway, because I know usually you'll be up by then on the weekends. So.
Giggity.
Yeah. Definitely enjoyed this. I tried advertising this again between Twitter, Facebook, Discords. No luck yet. I'll have people saying, "Why don't you advertise?" Well, you didn't pay attention the last time I did it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to throw yourself out there to an extent, but at the end of the day,
I'm like I feel like I said, I'm responsive. That's what I say. If Nags can be responsive to his chat with everything, I think I can. My next live set is gonna be set on. I'm usually off. I don't usually stream on Mondays, but it's usually my off days to do chores around the house. Tomorrow, and then depending if Sam wants to play, yeah, if Sam still wants to play Valheim, we'll play Valheim. But given the fact you're usually playing Call of Duty with me at night, I'll probably still stream Call of Duty at night. It works fine now.
Hold on.
Don't choke.
Yeah. So I got my Biden bucks in, so I'm about to invest in my Las Vegas Strip PC here.
Oh, you finally got the check-in?
Yeah, it came in on a Friday.
And I bet you have the site on. You can always talk to me as well about.
Yeah. I have it booked. I have like the base one bookmark, but I would like to go a little bit further than the baseball that you sent me.
Yeah, I mean, I usually what I sent you was just the site, but I customized. I didn't send you the customized link.
I'm working on it, Raven. I'm working on it.
Yeah, we actually discussed that a couple weeks ago. Actually, it was at least 2 weeks ago that I linked you the thing, and then
It was, dude. It was almost a month ago.
Marcel did not like me interrupting to say to listen to me and not him, because no one could understand what Marcel was saying. Even Ray couldn't understand it. When I explained something, people understood it.
His mic always cut in and out, like while he was talking to her. Like he did not have like a good setting.
Well, I could hear him. It's just Ray couldn't figure out what the hell he was saying. Then when I was explaining it, it's like, oh,
yeah.
I could understand him, but I don't know. I could. I'm used to that because of my early WoW rating days, most likely. So, yeah, you tried playing on that PC and you couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. You couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, that's my gaming setup at the moment because my gaming setup right now can barely run Honeypot,
but that's something that you and I can always discuss on Discord anyway, as we go through stuff. So then you can have a PC that works. Because like I feel like the way I described it, it was something that would work well for you that you could easily expand on.
Yes, I just want to be able to play like flight sim, like if we do start fucking around with like Arma Anti-Stasi.
Yes.
Or you know what games I really like would just want to get into a server where it's just more than just me, is like Space Engineers and Minecraft. Minecraft you can like make content for years on.
I knew you were gonna say Minecraft. I knew you were gonna say Space Engineers, which I have both games anyway. But
I want to play Space Engineers so bad.
5M, 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 5M.
What's 5M?
I'm actually not sure.
Is it does it have waifus?
They'd even play Fake Order if it had one. Oh, GTA 5 Police. Oh, I have GTA 5, so.
I mean, I played GTA 5 pretty extensively on PlayStation 4, but
you could actually transfer your stuff over to PC from Rockstar.
Oh yeah, I just don't know how to get into my Rockstar account.
Huh? I didn't have any issues, but it's been so long.
I haven't logged into GTA 5 in.
Let's see.
Since 18.
Since you have a PC, we could also do Among Us.
Chungus, yeah.
Which I have everything set as an opposite, which I will change that.
We can tell which one of us is the better liar.
Definitely not you.
Mark, it's definitely me.
No. Also, you can also mod Among Us. You can add a jester like TTT. You can add a detective. You can add. You have proximity chat.
Because I'm pretty sure like if we get like you, me, and like Sam in there, that I can get Sam to throw you off the ship every time.
It'd be you, me, Sam. Try to get Ruby, Raven, Ray.
Man. You want me to see if I can't get like some of my guys like Richie and
yeah.
in on it?
I mean, that'd be great. I mean, I'm always for more people. Yeah, actual Among Us. That would be amazing. Among Us stream night?
Chungus night.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, I uninstall a lot of games because I don't play it.
I've never actually played Among Us, but because I know I'm a pretty damn good liar, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to play. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to win pretty soon.
If your very first game you were if you were sus as if you were an imposter, you would lose because you wouldn't know the fucking tasks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've watched enough streams to know like most of the tasks. It's just like pretending that I'm doing my tasks while.
I've only done the first original map. I haven't done the others because I could never get enough people on to fucking start a game because the 2 people I did it with, well, 3 if you include Marcel. 2 of them are always working, so I can't get them to join. They're in the Discord. I just can't ever get them on. Sam would be open to play with us.
Did you see the video the other day? Not the other day, but a couple weeks ago, where all of the Genshin Impact English voice actors played against each other in an Among Us server?
No, I haven't.
And every time, Child's voice actor kept getting voted up first because he was the Fatui guy.
Oh.
And he was like, "You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong."
Hold on. It's gonna play audio for a second on my end.
Okay.
As I try to get this. Oh, good. It was muted immediately. That never fucking happens.
And the thing is I'm typically like a Japanese dub fan, but I think like the English dub, like they cast Child better in the English dub than they did in the Japanese dub. Like Griffin Burns is astonishingly good as Child, and he is so like look up his stuff on YouTube because he is insane on TikTok. Like he is a TikTok madman. I was about to say the S word, but he's a madman.
Hey, don't say that word. Don't say that word because the Twitch's rules.
I tried playing Phantasy Star.
That failed. I remember that on stream.
I tried playing Phantasy Star about 6 months ago and failed miserably.
You just got your fuck. Is it about the video I sent you?
Nani?
Can I put the video in Discord?
Oh shit.
Okay, it was the video I sent.
You sent me it?
I sent it. I added everybody.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's an Among Us video.
Open the goddamn link. No. We added Trouble in Terrorist Town's Jester to Among Us.
If you vote out the Jester wins.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like something I'd win.
I love the videos for TTT. I would love to eventually get something like a TTT going on.
Oh,
that would be fucking amazing.
Not so much Trouble in Terrorist Town for me. Prop Hunt would be what I would want to play in a Gmod server.
I would enjoy Prop Hunt.
The thing is, I fell in love with Prop Hunt watching CNers back in the day.
Prop Hunt was because of Let's Play. Then I would watch Jeremy Dooley's videos with his group of friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I really just want to I actually played on a server at one point. For for it, Mr. Fruit. um, is that I enjoy TTT and I also enjoy Prop Hunt because I would find the cheapest ways to hide.
You would find like the smallest prop possible and like hide in a corner or no.
There was one map I actually disguised myself. I pretty much became a piece of stone. It was a construction website. I hid underneath all the other stone. It's like I would make the cheapest hiding spots. I would hide in things. I would just be like, okay, how can I make this cheesy while just taunting them entirely?
My dude, like some of my favorite prop hunt stuff is by Scene Editors, man. Like he used to choose like more obvious items than others, and he would he would still get away with it.
I remember that. I still have a lot of those people from that server on my Steam list.
Yeah. I mean, Scene has just like started becoming active again after about 3 or 4 years off. Because every YouTuber like needs to take a mental break every now and then.
Yeah, I'm usually trying to multitask half the time. But yeah, we'll wrap this up. I will get a snack, go to the bathroom, and then Raven and I will play some Call of Duty.
I will try to run to the flying saucer.
Yeah, it's 10:15, so you're gonna have fun with that.
Yeah, well, they've been flirting with stretching the hours in the last couple weeks. So
it's also Saturday, so they should be up until midnight at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yep.
Like a 10-minute drive. At most, usually.
7 minutes if I don't catch the light at 30.
Yeah. So, for those who tuned in, thank you. This will be
been lovely talking to y'all.
This will be every week, every Saturday at 6 or 6:30, depending on. Usually depends on him more than me.
Depends on me because I'm the one that's going out to breweries on Saturdays.
Like I said, we'll be discussing breweries, especially if we get more Texas beers to discuss for Texas. But
and I was at the anniversary party today for the brewery that I worked at for a year and a half. So this was not negotiable here.
Yeah, what did Ruben actually have anything to say about me when I said hi?
It was just like, when the fuck is he gonna be back?
Did I make that much of an impression?
Yeah, it's just like, when's he gonna be back? I was just like, I don't know. So that's why I like proposed like a July trip because we could always like stop at Hemisphere when we come back here.
Yeah, which should be fine. Which you got like at least text with us like, hey, I bring him to the Hemisphere. Yeah, because I think we only really had discussion back when he was drunk that night.
Ruben's drunk every night.
That's fair. But the first time I met him, he was working that night in the office. So he really wasn't drinking at that point.
Oh, if Ruben's in his office, he is. Well, yeah. Like, just take it from him. Take it from somebody who's been there since 2017.
there's white girl wasted and there's Marcel wasted.
Ruben does not get white girl wasted. He gets proper second generation American wasted.
Yeah, seeing him running off to his car that night when we left the brass tap.
Yeah. Yeah. He's one of those guys that drives when he has no business driving.
But yeah. Yeah, we won't discuss you right now.
There's white girl wasted and there's Marcel, yeah. I mean, the dude was having a conversation with himself on the floor. Acon 2018.
He was snoring too.
And the thing is, both Mark and me were listening to it, and we're just like, You okay, dude? And he did not respond to us.
Or we thought he was talking to us, is the thing.
Yeah, that's a... He's a horrible snorer. I've dealt with it for years.
Yeah, we know about we know about the sleep talking. He actually
The thing is, he sleep talks like more coherently than any sleep talker I've ever seen in my life.
Here's the funny thing.
He was holding an entire conversation like deep in sleep, and it was fucking weird.
Yeah. But during one of our first podcasts, there was like 20 minutes of him snoring on stream.
Because I'm a light sleeper, so if anybody talks, like, I hear it.
Yeah, I can't sleep heavy anymore.
And I was not sleeping particularly comfortably that night, so, like, once he started talking, I was just like, you okay, bro? And I got no response, but then
that woke me up, because then I looked at you.
And then we looked at each other and just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. That was one up before anybody else in the morning, too, usually.
It's fucking creepy, yeah.
Okay. This has been Czar, who has been cosplayed as Crow.
This is Dread Pilot Haru cosplaying as a competent human being.
Competent. This would be you in about 10 beers. I have the GTA wasted for the meme soundboard.
Yeah.
Alright. Later, everybody.
Johnny.